What's the crack, lads? And welcome back. Let me get my webcam on. Look at that. Fresh shade, lads. Fresh fade. Fresh shade and fresh fade. We're back. Now, I haven't the hair gelled up today. It looks flat as a mat, lads. But we do have the fresh shave on. And it is only for collar. It is only for collar only. For collar's eyes only. But hope you guys are good. Hope you had a good weekend. We're feeling better. Let's get back into the chat here. We've got Tushi Ron. Tarinho. Tushy is spouting his same usual stuff, man. Again, hashtag facts. It's not facts, brother. It's a bad take, really, because people are missing the point, right? I'm going to get into this in a second, but I appreciate the comment, man, as usual. That's what it's all about, is having different opinions. Baxter's in the chat. Ron, yes, the relationship, it's not back to where it was, but it is back a little bit better. So we will get into that throughout the course of the season. Let me see what I'm going to be doing here today. We've got coins, right? So, lads, I am over on my main profile here. Fred, welcome in. Nidus, welcome in. Co-op is coming back on Thursday, this Thursday. So we're going to be doing a big stream for that. Jamie, welcome in. Wyvern, welcome in. Who else is there? Lucas, welcome in. We will be playing a friendly against Lucas to warm us up on our road to glory. PZ Dat Gamer, Grello, Spangley's in the chat, Amit and Malt are in the chat, Kara's in the chat, Joshua Anthony is in the chat, Andrew Cranky Pants is in the chat. Yeah, so look, we are on our main profile here because I am staying free to play on my other profile. We were just using this squad for one of the challenges, but look, anyone that knows will know that this is my kind of main squad at the moment, and this is the main formation that I'm using. But we're running into difficulty, lads, right? We're running into difficulty with all our players, okay? Because of the contract situation. Now, this is going to be, I think, the elephant in the room for, you know, the transition over to eFootball 2024. And this is why they're going to re-release players. It's not just for newcomers. It's not just an entry point for players to come in. And they are releasing very similar players, right? Yes, players will have a similar kind of look, feel. They'll have similar stats and player levels. But they'll be introducing all these new players because people are going to start running into these problems now. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean, right? So if you are staying free to play and you are just going to be playing as normal, right? You're going to run into these issues right around next month, I would say. So if you look at my squad here and we go into my players and we go to the players that I have actually got from my first signing date, okay? And these are the players that I would have signed. So Patrick Vieira, I'm after already giving him a 60-day contract, okay? So he's got 53 days left. I'm also after giving Romario a 60-day contract. He's got 49 days left. But Inzaghi, Nakata, my first version of Donnarumma, Corona, Munain, my legend Puyol, Van Dijk and Timber, Lissandro Martinez, all of these players are out of contract, lads. Maldini is now out of contract. Goretzka, my legend Messi is out of contract. My legend Neymar is out of contract. So, yeah, obviously you can say that we do get free contracts and stuff, but as of right now, if it stays this way, we are going to run into a lot of difficulty because I have 44 10-day contracts and only 4 60-day ones. And when they go, right, all you're getting is the Match Pass ones. Even if you buy the Match Pass, the premium... the premium Match Pass, they're not given as much as they used to before, right? So you can see here... I think it's the final version of this one. Yeah, there's a 10-day one here in the premium, and then there's another 10-day one here. So the premium is actually quite decent. You know, you do get a lot of Match Pass or contracts in the premium, but the premium is going to cost 1,000 if you've already bought it, and the value Match Pass is only going to be costing you 500, but you don't get as many 10-day contracts or 30-day contracts. They've done away with the 30-day contracts completely. So I don't know, man. I think it's a big issue at the moment as to how they're going to be able to fix these or fix this issue. Not that it's such an issue, but if you're staying free to play and you don't want buying a Match Pass every week or every month or every whenever it is, every Match Pass, you only get on the regular one, you get a 10-day at 50, you get another 10-day here at 40, you get another 10-day here, so that's 3 10 days. And then from there on in, that is it on the free Match Pass, right? So I think if you're only going to get like a 30-day contract in the regular Match Pass, that's going to be topped up with the value one and going to be topped up with the premium one, yes. But they're gone with the 30-day Match Pass or the 30-day contract. So like you might say, yeah, but I don't really need that many. But for somebody like me, I wouldn't be able to put all my legends into contract because what's going to happen in a month's time or 2 months' time is Vieira is going to need a contract again. Romario's going to need a contract. And then on top of that, all of these players here that I have. Yeah, I mean, Pedri, Lissandro Martinez, Salah. I can buy regular versions, or I probably have other versions of the same cards. But Ronaldinho, Maradona, Maldini, like they're all gone as well. So if I wanted to keep in contract Ronaldinho, Maradona, and Maldini, and also Vieira and Romario by this time next month, I'm going to be under pressure to keep those 5 if I do renew them, right? That's 5 players that I'm going to need contracts for every 60 days. Or when my 60-day contracts run out because they're not doing them anymore, every 10 days or every 30 days. So in a month, if I clear the match pass, or if I clear one match pass that's staying free to play, I'm only going to be able to give one player or 2 players like 2 or 3 contracts that are only going to be 10 days. So I think that's a bit of an issue at the moment. I think it's something that they're going to have to change. I didn't buy coins. This isn't my Road to Glory account, which I've already said at the start of the video. This is my main account. So I'm going to be doing a pack opening. We're going to go through all the players. Then we're going to get into our Road to Glory match. This is not my Road to Glory account. I mean, how would this be my Road to Glory, brother? This is just showing you about the contracts and stuff, right? Yeah, you do, Kenshin. You do get the match pass if you buy both match passes, but that's going to cost you 1,500 coins, man, every match pass. So I'm talking about if people are willing to do that, yeah, that's great. But I mean, that's the same way as you could spend 1,500 coins every month and get all the player of the weeks and all the players here. But it is an issue. It is something that they're going to have to look at, I think, throughout the next couple of weeks as to how they're going to balance that. Eventually what's going to happen, within 3 months' time, I will not be able to keep all my original players that I got, my legends. I won't be able to keep them in contract. I'm going to have to replace them. There's no other option there for me at the moment once all these contracts get in, because I'm going to be using the contracts faster than I can actually earn them, unless I spend money. And if I get 100 contracts, 100-day contracts from 10v10 or 10 by 10, as Kenshin said there, it's still going to mean that I'm going to have to like get into that difficulty of using all the contracts, right? So you can see straight away here that we have Maldini that we're going to have to give a 10-day to, and also Puyol and Maradona, right? I don't necessarily need Maradona on this squad, and I'm not going to be playing, but look at all the players that I have out of contract here at the moment. That's going to be a tough one for me to replace, because obviously Messi and Neymar, these are the 2 best versions that they released of them. So at the moment, yeah, it is a bit of a concern what I'm actually going to do, but let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. We won't be playing a match with this one today. This is my main profile, but we will be opening the packs with this one, right? But before we do that, I do want to take a look at some of the players, right? I think the biggest thing is that they need to add a grind to the game. Like at the moment, if you want to grind, then that's going to be something that people should be rewarded for doing. Yes, you'll always have people that will plop in money. That's fine. That's going to be something that people will definitely look at. But also they need to start reconfiguring, I think, these as well. Like, it's nice to have Robbie Keane and Perez. They're good players on their own merits, but you know, you do need to have like better players, I would say, here as well. Like, I could potentially buy Inzaghi, but I definitely think they need to add more value to the eFootball point store, because at the moment the only items here are like a 25,000 coins is going to get me a 160-day contract. Like, that's not really good value for money. I know they give away the points very easily. Grello, what's up, man? James, welcome in, brother. AZG, finally you got me live. You did, bro. You did. Jamie Spoon. Yeah, that would be a nice thing, man. If you could get to Division 1 and get a lifetime contract. NBA 2K do a similar thing with a diamond contract where you don't need to worry about contracts when they used to have that. Spending 1,500 coins for 100 contract renewal. I think that they will have to bring in a contract renewal that will be longer than 60 days. But I don't know how they're going to do that with the turnover of the players, because they do want to encourage you to get a brand new kind of squad, which I'm okay with. But there should be some sort of like trade-in system that if I know you can release players. So for people that don't know, right? I'll show you, right? So for people that don't know, if you want to get, I have a video done on this, but just because I was asked it there today earlier, if you release a 5-star player, okay? If you release a 5-star player, that's a non-standard version of the card. So any of these, right? So Hernandez is a standard card, but if you release a special 5-star player such as Piqué is only 4-star. Sorry, that's my bad. Kovacic he's a 5-star, right? If we were to release Kovacic here, okay, as a special 5-star, and release him because he's out, we will get a 10-day contract renewal. You can see there, we'll receive 14,000 GP, 10-day contract renewal, and 10,000 trainer programs, okay? That does not work on standard players. So if you go into, say, standard, any of these, if you go into standard Pedri, who I've trained up, even though he's 5-star, if I go to release him, I won't get the contract renewal. I'll only get the 17,000 GP and the trainer program, okay? So that's a good way to get trainer programs if you've got a lot of players. But it is an issue, man. It is going to be something that I definitely will keep an eye on because I would still like to be able to use these players. You can use them in friendlies and you can use them in co-op without contracts, but I want to be able to like play my proper squad that I've amassed. And it's going to be very difficult that if, you know, a pack comes out, especially the likes of Romario and Vieira, I'm going to have to make a big decision whether I want to keep those two boys in contract or else eventually, you know, maybe keep the likes of Maldini and Maradona in contract, keep Ronaldinho in contract because his is up, I think, in 13 days. Yeah. So let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens with the contracts. It is a big issue at the moment that's potentially coming down the byline. But it's like this, right? You know, we were able to get this kit from the eFootball Points store. Then we got the Pro Edition for the eFootball Origin kit, the Pro Edition for the eFootball Championship. We were able to get that by earning it. So, yeah, it is going to be something that they'll need to do in the contracts or whatever. Gilroy, good morning, brother. Spangly, I didn't spin for Trent. I did spin for Trent, Spangly, but we didn't get him. How to get eFootball points now, E1, welcome in, brother, because there's no eFootball. I only got 3,000. That's the thing, man. I don't know. I think it's going to be until eFootball 24 now. Thanks for the comments, E1, on the trim. Yeah, man, we're flat today. We're flat. We didn't spike it up or anything. Faisal Studios, welcome back, bro. I don't think so, Andrew. I think that, yeah, it's eventually what's going to happen with the clean slate is that in 3 to 4 months' time, it's practically going to be impossible to have the same team that you have now because of the contract situation, if it stays the same. That's basically what I'm saying. DJ Emo, you should be able to renew your contract. Special cards you have to lose is brutal. It is. It's something that is going to be definitely need to be looked at. Alex, tempted to spend coins on Asia Pack again. Got 400 left. Think I'll save them though. Got a slightly worse version of Tommy who I play centre back. Wanted to refresh him with a new featured card. Well, I'll show you this Tommy Yasu, lads. And it ties into what I was saying in the last stream as well, Alex. So we'll cover that as well. Jay, welcome in, bro. E1, you're like an ex-girlfriend of mine, man. When I don't give you enough attention, you know, you get a bit needy. So yeah, I did notice you, man. The comments just come in a little slow sometimes. Jamie, the release thing has saved me so much time. Yeah, look, man. When you go into these players, I'm going to open up a pack now. First, we're going to take a quick look over on eFootball DB because they have upgraded everything here. Let me just get it up here for a minute. That's what she said. 1 second now, and I'll get this up here. So, let's see what we can do here. Right, so over on eFootball DB, these are all the players that they added today, right? With the correct player levels and all that, right? The Asia, Fan Choice Asia. So what we're going to do is we have 1,000 coins. We are going to open 5 of these, Young Star Choice, and we're going to open 5 of these, okay? We're on our main account. We're not on our Road to Glory account, okay? So, I mean, the Asian ones that I would be looking at, a couple to actually take a look at in a little bit more detail, right? Son, Tomiyasu, Mitoma, Lee, and Chan, right? So they're the 5 guys that I would look to get if I was trying to get somebody, right? I already have the Player of the Week review done, man. You can't renew them. No, you can renew them, but renew them. Yeah, you can renew them. Yeah. Hello from Australia. Greetings, brother. Ron, don't worry. Collar's coming, man. The king is back. Yeah, I didn't get Trent, lads, either. But like, yeah, these guys here, there is a mix of them here. But these players, I think these fan choice, right? Somebody like me, they're not going to make a big difference to me. These aren't going to make a difference to me in the difference of my main squad. But in my Road to Glory squad, they are going to make a difference, right? But I'm not going to spin. So if I was to spend 1,000 coins on these packs here, then it's going to be like they are going to make a slight difference. But I don't think it's going to be something that like the reason why they're releasing these is number one, they're probably the most popular players in here. that have been released, apart from, like, there's a couple of obvious misses, right? There's Vinicius Jr. isn't there, Gavi isn't there, Koundé is there, all right. Pedri is there from Barcelona, Musiala and De Ligt and Davies. There's a lot of players there, but there's a couple that are missing as well, right? So I do think that they will re-release players, the likes of Rashford, Vinicius Jr. They will probably re-roll those players with eFootball 2024 into different versions, right? But I do think that this is a very, very good pack, right? Especially if you have not got these before. If you haven't any of these players before and you're trying to spin them, there are some good players in here, right? So if we were to spin for here, we're going to spin and open and then see, right? But I genuinely, lads, looking at this squad that I have here, I mean, I just have all of these players that I could possibly want. So, like, for me, I don't really need Son. Like, Matoma, I already have him. There is a couple of people there as well. If you wanted to get some players that you desperately want, yes, maybe. But I don't think that there's a lot of players here that are going to make a big difference to my squad. As I said, to my road to glory, yes. Like, if I have one free spin and I was to get Son in my road to glory, he would make a big difference because I could bring him on instead of Robbie Keane, or I could start him and then bring on Robbie Keane or Messi. And it obviously makes a big difference to pair him up front with Collar, or else have him out wide and do the job that Grimaldo's doing at the moment and be a little bit more explosive. But the rest of them, the players they're not really game-changing for me if you've got a squad like this, right? Because if you have a squad like I have at the moment, if you've been playing the game for a while, and I've barely spent, man, compared to some people. Like, a lot of the stuff I got were free cards, or else I got a bit lucky. So, like, all of these cards, like, who's going to really replace them on my squad? And even my bench is stacked. So these cards really aren't aimed at me. They're more aimed at people that have never had the chance to spin before, or they're aimed at what we covered a second ago, or for the first 10 minutes of this video, where we were talking about the contract situation. Because that is coming, man. That's a big, big issue that's going to come for a lot of people, that a lot of people, I would say, haven't really focused on yet, because, they don't need to deal with the issue. But let's see, right? Let's see what happens. So we are going to spin. Obviously, we got a donation the last day. It is up there. This latest super chat was a sponsor. So we are popping 10 into this. Let me just catch up with the chat before we go. Yeah, I mean, let me know what players you would have liked to have seen in here, lads. I mean, these were fan choices, but to be honest with you, this just looks like a cherry-picked, most popular players. There's a squeaking noise coming, lads, and I know where it's coming from. It's like a bird or something. Let me close this door to deny me. But yeah, let me know who you want to, who you would like to go instead of here. I mean, I would have liked Garnacho. I think he had a good season, obviously coming on when he did, but it's just something different for United. I would have liked Garnacho to be given a card like a young stars. I mean, the likes of Koundé, the likes of Pedri, the likes of De Ligt, pretty much in every single team. So I think it's a bit of a wasted opportunity. I would have liked to be 20 and under players. Musiala, I don't really have a big issue with him. Foden had a fantastic season, but I probably would have liked somebody like Garnacho. I probably would have liked Gavi instead of Pedri. A couple of players, maybe put him into the mid-90s. So yeah, let's see who we get. I think the next pack will be Monsters Saving. Yeah, well, Alex, they're going to release club packs, man. There's no doubt about that. And if you want to have the best players, like the Spanish pack that they released, the Brazil pack, the Argentinian pack, even earlier, the Man City pack, the Bayern pack, they are going to be the best bang for your buck, without a doubt, because they'll probably be 1,500 coins. They'll probably do ambassador packs as well. They will be the best. If you want to, like, future-proof your squad, I genuinely think having, maybe spending 5,000 or 6,000 coins launch month, you won't need to spend again unless you really want to. Like, if you want to be able to compete at a high level on divisions without worrying about unwavering form and player updates and all that sort of stuff, them players that I have in my squad that I got early doors are still my go-to players. My legends as well. But I'm pretty much playing on my main squad the same team that I had on week 1. Pretty much. Like, that's kind of the nucleus of my squad, right? So, if we do take a look at a couple of these here, Sylvain, what's the crack, bro? What's the crack? Welcome in. Darshan, yeah, Vinny and Mbappe too. Mbappe's a little bit old, man. Yeah, Vinny probably, but yeah, they are a little bit older now. There's so many Koundé cards. Donnarumma, we'll talk about him in a second because a lot of people are down on him. But I think he is probably, he doesn't have that many cards out. There's no point opening the Young Stars pack unless you're a newcomer because there's so many better versions of all these players. Even the GP ones train better. I mean, Tushy, I've already answered you this, man. I mean, it's just incorrect, bro. You're missing the point with the standard cards and these cards. And I'm going to show you why, right? Very, very easily, okay? Firstly, you're talking about the standard version of the card, okay? So if you compare Koundé to this version, Koundé's got 21 levels on this card. This card has got 27. So you can see, right, straight away that he's obviously going to be a much better card, but you will be able to train this guy more. But the difference is, right, is the team playstyle needs to be taken into consideration, which means that you're losing a lot of variability. Is that a word? Variety. In that, like, if you are going to spend stats on Koundé, yes, you can get the stats to a very similar level, including the defense, the speed, everything like that, but you're going to be missing out on the team playstyle. Whereas with these versions of the cards, you are going to have possession gain, quick counter, long ball, out wide, and long ball here. You're going to have long ball counter as well. All of these 5 on 90. So you can slot them into any formation, anything that you possibly want, right? And the reason I say this is because if you look at my early doors squad, right? And you go into one of my players that I got early doors, such as Vieira, the biggest issue with these cards as to why they were balanced and not totally broken compared to the big time epics that are coming out now is because of the team playstyle proficiency. So what a lot of people are doing is, if they had bought an earlier version of the card, right? And like, let's just say that Pedri, this version of Pedri that I had bought, I bought him and I boosted up his out wide team playstyle proficiency, but he's out of contract and his team playstyle proficiency doesn't go with what I'm now playing, which is long ball counter. So if I get the Koundé in this pack here, I mean, then that saves me having to, number one, buy a player and train him up. And it's pretty much like a guaranteed really good card. Yes, there are better versions than him out there, or similar versions of him out there. That is factual. You know, you've got 25 levels to go here. You've got 36 levels to go here. But it's more for saving GP, saving trainer programs, and having the team playstyle where you don't need to think about it. So, like, saying what you're saying, it is a point, but it's you're kind of missing the trick with this as to why they keep releasing these players, man. It's not, yeah, it's not about having better versions of the cards. If you have a squad, right, and I can't repeat this enough because I repeat it every day, right? If you have a squad, if you have a player, as I already said, like I have in my squad here, I don't need any of these players. Like, I don't need anybody to replace any of these. The problems start to come when you're out of contract and you have to make a decision. Do I want to get Pedri back and train up his team playstyle with the standard card? Or do I want a ready-made, barely need to, I don't need to use any trainer points on him, which are limited at the moment. I don't need to use barely any messing around with his team playstyle because it's set at 90 on this version of him here, right? He's pretty much a ready-made player with a couple of levels to train up, and you can kind of get the best version of him. It's not a big thing that you need to question. I mean, the big main reason for this is because of newcomers, yes, but your old cards are not going to be a problem as long as they're under contract. But it's when they're out of contract that you're missing the point as to why these cards and why people are buying these cards. I'm only buying them because I got a donation, and I mean, you can see that up on the screen there. I got a donation last week, so we are spinning on our main account. But it's I mean, it's the same thing, man. It's the same thing. We all have opinions, and I appreciate your opinion and stuff. But you have to understand other people have different reasonings for it as well. Because if you've got a ton of GP isn't an issue. If you've got a ton of trainer programs aren't an issue. If you're happy to put in 50, 60 quid a week, then you don't need to worry about anything that we're talking about here, because you can just continuously buy the best players. It's basically as simple as that, man. That's kind of how I would say it. It's not a big talking point. Factually, there's pros and cons to everything. But anyway, right? If we're going training up Pedri here compared to the other one, Lucas gifting a sub to Tushy. GG, thank you, Lucas. Lucas, we're going to be talking about the big stream in a bit, lads, but I just want to get through some of this here, and we'll go back to what we were doing before in a second, right? But this version of Pedri, right, if I was going to be training him up, I have one question that I want to ask from people that are using Pedri, right? I know Lucas and a few of you guys were saying last week that you don't think that that Pedri is as good as he was before. I actually think he's a beast, man. I think he's an absolute monster, right? And I think when you train him up in a specific way, I would definitely want to kind of max out, his dribbling, his tight control, everything like that, as best as you possibly can. The one problem with Pedri is going to be his defensive capabilities if you're looking to bring him that way, and also his acceleration and his balance need to be tweaked as well, right? He's not going to be able to shoot because even if you put 8 in, you're only going to get to 72, right? But I would just train him like that. I would probably I'd be happy enough to train him to 78 speed, and then I'd actually pop 4 in. That would be my ultimate version, all round, complete, creative Pedri. I think he's the best top 3 centre mids in the game. Any formation, right? Any tactic, everything. Now, this version of him, the whole player, I agree from the hip. I have to agree, man. He is insane. This version of him here is ridiculously good as well. He goes to a 95 overall. He's got the same stats, same pretty much everything, right? Depending on how you train him up. You can get him pretty much identical to this one, except defensively, he's going to be a little bit more solid, right? But you can train this guy identical to this guy if you want to, except for the finishing and the curl, right? Which is important enough. But it depends on how you want to train him. The Spanish version of this card, lads, if you notice, both at level 1, right? So this is level 1 Pedri here, and this is level 1 Spanish Pedri, right? These guys are identical in every single way. Same play style, same skills, same everything, right? But the one difference is the dribbling. So I think for me personally, the +3 on dribbling and the -1 on passing, it's not really a massive concern because of the 2 extra levels on this card. It's not really a huge concern, but I do think that this is the best version of him. This is my favorite version of him by a mile. I think it's the best version of Pedri that they've ever released. And it kind of goes under the radar because of this version. And then I would say a second is probably this version, even though he's creative. Yeah, I mean, I've dropped Pedri and then I bring him back in and I'm like, why did I ever drop him? He's insane. I think, yeah, creative playmakers at CM worth it because the playstyle isn't activated unless LMF, AMF, LWF. I mean, I've never found an issue with him as a creative playmaker as this CMF. You can always put him into an AMF role, which is probably the best one for him. But yeah, he is unreal, man. He's so good. And then the thing is, right, if you've got a couple of other players here as well, such as Koundé, or even if we were to focus on somebody like, let me see who kind of shapes up quite well. Like Donnarumma, right? This version of Donnarumma is a far superior version of Donnarumma, right? When you look at him, when you look at his card, right? So you're saying, okay, an 85 versus an 86. This guy's got 1 extra level and a better overall rating, okay? But he's got -1 reflexes, which is the best key stat for Donnarumma. And he's got a lot of stats there, like +1 on passing, +1 on finishing. A lot of silly stats that don't really make any difference to the card, right? The thing with this card, I think, that I like, is the fact that you have the reflexes at 84. Reflexes is the best, in my opinion. And Donna, I know a lot of people are talking about him, and they're saying that his awareness is quite low, and it is very important. I would say that the awareness is only important if you don't do any manual goalkeeping. You're going to concede goals no matter what. If you've got Donnarumma, Can, and Schmeichel in goals, the game, you're still going to concede goals. There's no doubt about that, right? But I do think that getting him into a very comfortable kind of position here, where you get 90 reflexes, at least 90 reflexes before you get the boost, and then you don't need that much jump. I would probably say pop it more into awareness, and then maybe you could pop in, if you wanted to, you could put 3 into jump there if you want to, but I would probably pop 1 more into awareness. I wouldn't worry too much about anything else on this cards. He's a beast, man. He's so good. He is probably my favorite goalkeeper that I've ever used as a 95. Now, this version of him is insane, man. It is insane because you've got that extra level that you can go with him, and they didn't release this card. You could clear the agent, but once you go to 90 on that, you're also able to go a little bit higher on the rest of the stats, but it's not much. Like, it's a 96 overall, yes. You can even go a little bit higher if you want to go there with the 96. It's not an amazing card, I would say, or an amazingly different card, no matter how you kind of spice it up. But yeah, I would say that Donnarumma plays way above his stats, right? Because if you take a look at some of the other goalkeepers in here, right, such as Oblak, and I saw somebody ask me this question earlier, if you have this version of Oblak, or you have any of these cards that can be boosted up, Oblak has pretty much got better stats across the board, and he's got similar height, he's got similar everything. But for me, I just think Donna just does it for me, lads. I've played with Oblak quite a bit. If you look at his stats here, he kind of outperforms Donna in pretty much everything, right? Here. But I just find that Donna is just a better overall player. So that is something where it comes down to personal preference, as Lucas said earlier there as well. It depends how you play with him. So, I mean, Lucas, that's the thing, man. I never notice. Whenever I concede a goal, I'm never like, oh, if I had, this stat a little bit higher. I think reflexes for me and awareness are very key because I do a lot of manual goalkeeping. Otherwise, if I don't get a chance to do manual goalkeeping, I'm not going to save it anyway. So it doesn't really make a difference to me if I have Collaring goals, if I have Donnarumma in goals, if I have Schmeichel in goals, if I have Stevie Wonder in goals. It doesn't really make a difference because when the game is going to, you're going to concede goals, you're going to concede them. I think Donna is just such a big presence in goals. Him and Schmeichel and Can are probably the three that I always fear when I come up against because it gets in my head that I can't beat him too easily. So yeah, we are going to open a couple of packs, lads. Let me know who are we going to go. Sommer is decent as well, man. Yeah. Alex, Courtois and Donna are very similar. I use Donna for pretty much all my games. Courtois is a beast with the player form arrows up. But I do think that he is a very, very decent player as well. I do like him. But for me, yeah, it is going to be Donna all the time. I'm just going to tweet out, lads, that we are opening up here, and then we will open up the packs. Let's go. Okay, hold on. Yes, here we go. 1 second now, lads. We'll get on the road then. Okay, let's go. All right, we're ready to go, lads. I will do a video on manual goalkeeping, yeah. Yeah, any version of Can. Look, the way that the players work in the game, it's like Pedri. I mean, if you've got a Pedri that's... Look, lads, as I've said, right, and we'll just do this before... I'll just do this before I show you one more time, right? I am going to do it in the video. I'm going to do a video on this very soon, and it'll be up probably tomorrow, okay? If you take a look at this Tomiyasu, right? All of these versions of Tomiyasu are going to be good, right? Including the big time. The big time is just an absolute monster. He's better in everything, right? He's better in everything, including 35 overall, okay? But the one thing is, with the player skills that you have here in him, with the player skills that this big time has, he's got blocker and he's got, what does he have? Blocker and man marking. That's huge on this card, right? But even at that, if I train this player up, right? If I train this player up maxed out, which we're going to do here defensively, right? And you look at his stats for a centre back, okay? He's going to have all 90s. His lowest stat is going to be 90, which is huge. We're also going to have his speed at 75, which I just like. It's a personal choice of mine. You can get by with 71 if you want, 72 if you want. I like 75 just for mobility. And then the rest of the stats are going to be a mashup between whatever you want to put. So you can put the rest into here if you want to, and then you can pop 3 in to get the jump to 90 if you want to go that route. You can pop 1 more into speed and stamina, or else you can just complete that. If you wanted to take 1 off that, I would probably do that, and then probably put 1 more into that and 1 more into that, or else you could pop 2 more into goalkeeper there, and then 1 into that. So it depends how you want to train him, right? But if you look at his card, he's a 90 overall. He's a 98 as a centre-back with this one, okay? So the big-time card is very similar to him. You're not going to make... This guy's stats at 93, 97, 94, 93 compared to the big times, which could be, 95, 98, 95, and 94. It's not going to be the difference between you getting Division 1 and staying in Division 2. People get so kind of obsessed with the player overall ratings and stuff. Sorry, lads. There we go. Sorry. I'm a bit behind today. Antisocial, welcome in, bro. Crazy, welcome in. Ter Stegen's a good player as well, man. He is a good player. Don't worry, he is a good player. But I just prefer Tomiyasu, or I prefer Donnarumma. It's kind of a personal choice. So as I said, sorry lads, sorry boys, Jesus, sorry. I've switched screens now. So as I'm saying with this Tomiyasu, right? This Tomiyasu here. Let me see I'll just get rid of my face cam. There we go. Yeah, my face cam is kind of glitching at the moment, lads. The lighting in it is way off. So this Tomiyasu here, right? When we train him up, okay? This is the version that we're going to be spinning for in a second with the player here, okay? And I know my lighting is bad, man. I'm very dark. I need to get a new light. I have a new light ordered, right? This one here that's part of this pack here, he's not as good as the big time. Like, there's no doubt about that. He's not as good as the big time one, okay? The big time one is a beast. He's better in pretty much every stat off the rip, okay? But, as I said earlier, when you couldn't see my screen, it's not going to be a difference maker if you've got these stats, right? These stats here, 93, 97, 94, and 93, with 75 acceleration and 91 jump, okay? Like, you're not going to make a massive difference with this player, right? Now, the boys need to add a compare feature to this. It's something that I've been asking for a while. But if you pop in a couple of stats in here, right, and you get him to that, okay, so 92, 97, 93, and 96, 93, 97, 94, and 93. So tackling being 97 as the base, and then the aggression at 93. His aggression is going to be higher. His defensive awareness is going to be lower there. So we can pop one more into that, okay? And then we can pop this to 75. His speed is already at 75. And then we don't need to play around with too much more here. We can get the jump very easily and very nicely built up. And then also on top of that, we can get the goalkeeper to pump up that card a little bit there as well if we want to go that route. And we can even go even more on the defending, or else we could actually get him to 80 acceleration, which is like just monstrous if we wanted to. So he goes to 100 overall as a CB. I've already showed this card. Like absolutely insane. But these stats here, right, compared to these stats here, is not going to stop you from getting to Division 1. Like, it's not. Like, that's the thing. People get obsessed and they're like, oh, a 98 centre back isn't as good as a 101 overall centre back with the team play style. So don't get too obsessed with that. But we are going to open up the packs, right? Where am I going to go first? It seems like we have delay in the chat by 2 minutes. Yeah, lads, there is a delay. I don't know why. I don't know why the delay is there. Let me see if I can figure it out, lads. Let me see if I can figure it out. I don't know if I can. It could be because there is latency on it for some reason. But let me know. Let me know what you think. Yeah, because I'm talking and it obviously isn't up as in real time. All right, so let me know who you want me to spin for. Then we're going to be going over and playing a friendly, and then we're going to be playing. We'll play a friendly or two on my road to glory, and then we're going to go into divisions, and then we'll do a couple of reviews towards the end as well. So we are going to spin. I'm actually going to hide my webcam for this. We are going to spin, and yeah, we're going to start with 5. So we've 5. I think we've 6 that we can total out, right? So we're going to train them up as well. So we're going to start with the young stars, and we will be ready to rock and roll with that then as well. So let's see who we actually do get here as we open these. So yeah, we're going to start with the young stars, lads. We've got 11 players. You can clear this agent. We're not going to clear all the agent, but I think my top picks would probably be... I have Delict. I'd like Delict actually because I have him on my other account. Probably like Donna as well to be able to train him up. And then I'm not really bothered about who else I get. Caicedo would be nice to test him out. I have loads of versions of Koundé and Pedri, so I'll probably get Pedri. But let's see. We'll open a couple on these, but it depends who we get. Right, so let's go. Give me some good luck in the chat, lads. And let's get right into it. All right, so let's see who our first one is going to be. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Yeah, and we'll open up some of the Asia packs as well. So we're into League 1. We've got a 5-star in League 1. You know who it's going to be, lads. And I told you it was going to be him. The main man, Donna. So Donna's going to be into the squad. That's not a bad pull. Opening day. Opening first pack. So yeah, I mean, my favourite goalkeeper in it by a mile. You know, come at me, lads. But my favourite goalkeeper in the game, really. He's an absolute machine. So we'll take that. We've had multiple versions of him. Multiple. All right. We'll move on. We will move on. Let's go again. All right. I think I'm going to predict it. I think we're going to get Caicedo here. I think we're going to get Caicedo. That's who I think. That's who I think. Okay, I'm wrong. It's Leao, I'd say, lads. It's another 5-star. It's another 5-star. And it is the man himself, Rafael Leao. So yeah, I'm happy enough with that. I'm happy enough with that. That's not a bad pull at all. We've got 2 good pulls there. And this is the thing. These players aren't going to make a massive difference to my squad, but it's just about filling them out and not having to worry about contracts when the player form comes back and the live update rating comes back as well. So it's not a huge thing. We will do a couple of trainer guides on them as well. So we're going to open maybe 4 of these, then we'll go over to the Asia pack, and then we'll come back as well, because I don't really need Tomiyasu if I'm going to be spinning. All right, we're into the English League, lads. You know who it's going to be. You know it's going to be in the English League. We've got 2 choices, and the first one is Martinelli. We do have Caicedo as well. This is the luck. This is the luck of the Irish, lads. I just got Martinelli last week. Martinelli last week, so that's not a big concern to have him in my squad. But Martinelli is a beast as well. I like him. It depends how you train him up. He's got really nice player skills. And I do like him, yeah. He's not bad. Roman flank. I will be doing a player skill guide video as well. All right, we'll open up one more on this. And then we will go and turn our attention to the Asian stars and see who we get in that. Come on, baby. We're back into the Liga Español. 5-star. You know it's going to be either Koundé or Pedri, lads. So who's it going to be? It's Koundé. All right, I'm happy enough with that. I would actually prefer Koundé than Pedri, because I do have multiple versions of Pedri. You know, and I have the whole player Pedri that is going to be my ultimate guy all the time. So I'm happy enough with that. Yeah, that's not a bad pull for 4 pulls. Got 3 English stars and the Koundé. That's a very good card as well. He's got early crosser, long ball expert, man marking, interception, blocker, fighting spirit. Throw on a couple of additional skills on him and you've got an absolute beast centre-back. If you wanted a 3-man centre-back, which I'm playing at the moment. All right, let's move on to Asia. We will take a look here and see. I think probably the player I would like most of all would probably be Mitoma, because I had him earlier in the season. If we go over here and look at him here, I mean, Mitoma, lads, would be an absolute monster if we get him. Here, because I would just max out his trainer point. I think the thing with Mitoma is as well, right? He's kind of a bit slept on still, and I don't know why. I don't know why he's slept on, but I do think that he is an absolute beast of a player, right? Shooting, you don't need to worry about that at all, in my opinion. I'm going to be using him pretty much as just a speed demon, lads. That's kind of where I'm going to be using him. I don't like the fact that his tight possession is low, but I do like the fact that his speed goes very high. And I like acceleration and balance to be very, very high. At least 88 balance, which gives him a 90 when his form is up. Not too worried about stamina, because I'm not going to be playing him like all game. He's going to be playing maybe half a game. So I don't need to worry too much about stamina, while still getting it up to like maybe 82, 83. And then the rest then is just pick your poison. You've got 90 dribble and 93 acceleration and 88 balance straight off the rip. I'd probably pop that up, lads, not to have to be messing around with it. And then I'd pop up the dribbling as well if I can, which I seem to be able to. Yeah, that's a monstrous card, lads. A monstrous card without having to worry about anything else. So I would probably go there with the tight possession. Yeah, prolific winger is a huge playstyle for me as well, because I like to play out wide. But let's see. That's my number 1 choice anyway. So let's see who we actually do spin. We have got, what, 6, 7 attempts at it? No, I think prolific winger is my favorite, Lucas, for the way I play. Definitely. I know it's not about crossing that much. It's more about actually. It's more about getting the players. Look at this, lads. Straight in. What did I tell you? Oh, it's, who is it? Tommy. Oh, we already have big time Tommy, lads. I prefer wingers that are like prolific winger if I'm playing him in that role, unless I'm playing a 3-5-2. That's a nice pull, lads. Probably the best card in the pack, to be fair. And it's usually like that. When you don't want the player, you get him. And it's not that I didn't want Tommy. But yeah, he's a very solid card. I think you're missing a trick if you're not playing him at centre-back. But you definitely do need to give him blocker and man marking if you're going to be playing him. Now, I might actually train this guy up as a defensive fullback, because I do have big time Tommy as well. So I could switch him out and switch him in if I wanted to. Let's see. Let's see, baby. Let's try and get Mitoma. Alex, I'll trade you, man. I'll trade you for him. Yeah, exactly, Lucas. That's exactly it, man. It's all about kind of like your matchups and stuff. Ah, 4-star! Phone's ringing as well. Feck off, phone. It's 4-star, lads. And this guy will need a load of trainers. Like a serious amount of trainers, man. Which is going to be an issue. Ah, man, that's a bit of a pity because I don't really fancy training him up, even though he's got unwavering form and he can play left back and left mid and centre mid. Let's see. Let's see how we train him up. Let's see how we train him up. Into Portuguese league. Ah, it's 5-star, lads. Okay, so 5-star. This has to be Taremi. Oh, no. Yeah, I am right. Sorry, lads. I was wondering there for a second. I didn't think he was 5-star, actually, there. Again, not really somebody that I'm looking forward to using. I'm not going to use him, lads, at all. Even though he's got some fairly decent stats. He's just not going to get a sniff of my team. All right, if we get Son or Matoma here, we're gonna leave it at that, and we're gonna save our coins for Thursday, I think. But we'll keep going if you want to. Oh, Jesus, a 3-star. Oh my God, the worst player in the pack. Now look, you can train him up, but I just don't fancy putting in the time and effort into training this guy up, especially on my main profile. If this was Road to Glory, yeah, but we're not spending any money on our Road to Glory. I mean, I will use him, but he's just not going to come in. He's not going to come into the squad that often. 3-star. Okay, well, we've kind of got the worst players now that we could have got. Look, anybody... Oh, no, lads, the goalie. Oh. If I get the goalie, lads. All right, let's see. Well, check. I'll give him a chance, man. I'll give him a chance. I'm not going to release him before you've even given him a go, man. Okay, this is where our fortunes turn around. Oh, Jesus, what did I tell you, lads? What did I tell you, man? What did I tell you? I knew it. 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 I just knew it. Jesus. That's bad, lads. That's bad. All right, we have to open up one more now. We have to open up one more now. We're in for it, lads. We're in for it now. We're in deep. We're in deep. There's nothing you can do about it. We've kind of got all rid of the deadwood. We've got deadwood. 5-star. Here we go, baby. Come to daddy. Oh no. We're into the Wolves. Oh, actually, this guy isn't too bad, lads. This guy isn't too bad, man, at all. I'd be fairly happy with this. He's not a bad player, man. He's not a bad player. He actually... Watch, I'll show you. You might be laughing at me. You might be laughing at me, but look at his stats, how he trains up. So he's a 79 overall. Look at how he trains up, right? We could go 80 shooting. It's more than enough for me. It's an improvement on Collar, actually. Dribbling is quite decent. He's got 92, maybe. I'd probably go 84 with the offensive awareness. Don't really need much speed and acceleration. Stamina 75 is enough. Aerial strength, I don't need to worry about at all. But look at the pace, man. Look at the pace. I'd even go a bit farther than that. Now, I don't like that he's dummy runner. That's one thing I don't like. But we can go that. We can go that. We could definitely go that, man. That's not a bad card. 88 offensive awareness, 89 dribbling, 88 balance, 97 acceleration. That is very, very decent, man. That is a very decent card. And that's definitely the best version of him that they have released as well. He got Super Sub. He does. Super Sub and Fighting Spirit. Track back as well. Standard form, though. Yeah, Collar isn't going to be threatened by that. Nah. Collar's not threatened by anybody, man. All right, last one, lads. Last one. Lads, I've no more coins, man. I've no more coins. We're gonna get Son or Matoma here anyway, so it's all good, bro. It's all good. Oh no, we're getting Furuhashi, lads. We are gonna get. Oh man, not a bad one either. Not bad, man. Not bad. Acceleration is king, man. Acceleration is king. Yeah, Muller is a fantastic player if you have him in there as well. One touch pass, double touch, unwavering form, additional skills. Yeah, we could throw on. Oh, he does have double touch. It's not bad, lads. I did the review on this guy and he looked decent enough. I mean, with any of these players, lads, if you're going for pure speed, you know, I think you're better off just pick exactly where you want to put him and then just put the speed on him because you can get really high stats here. His shooting is actually quite decent, man. His shooting and dribbling is probably the thing that lets him down the most. I'd even take a little bit off that and pop it on there. That's not a bad card either. 95 acceleration and balance is 94. That's not bad at all. Lads, I'm going to have to like sign back out and get new cards because I don't have... I need to buy a pack of it. But yeah, we might clear it on the Thursday if we do. Oh no, sure, it's gone Thursday. Clearing the agent just means basically I can't spin... I only have, what, 6 spins left, so I can actually buy all these players if I put the money in. And I can buy all of these players. So they're the 4 left. I mean, Matoma and Son, lads. A proper number 9. I would probably go with Lautaro Martinez. He's a good option. All right, let's see. We might, at the end of the stream, we might clear that agent, lads. Let's see. Let's see. But first, we are going to switch and play on our road to glory. So we might go back to that towards the end of the stream. I'll see. We're already an hour deep, lads, and we haven't even played a match. So give me 2 seconds there, and I will switch accounts. We'll switch back over, and we will go into our road to glory if we're able to here. So stay there just a second. We'll switch user, and we'll load up. Well, it depends how you're playing, man. If you're playing out wide and you're crossing balls in, then you need a blended striker is what I call them. You need somebody that's good in the air. You need somebody that's able to trap the ball at their feet. I need to play a lot of crosses in, and, you know, similar to how I play color. So one option for you is you could buy Inzaghi if you wanted to. He's free. He's free to spin as well. So, yeah, we'll see at the end of the stream, man, if we're going to spin or not. I think we will, though. All right, so we're on our road to glory now, lads. Let me just turn on my camera. I don't know what's going on with my cameraman. I need a new cameraman. Let me see, because when I change this here... When I change the brightness here... Is that better? But, like, no matter what, it keeps going back. All right. We've got our trainer programs. We've got our coins. Yeah, get Robbie. Robbie is the man. All right, so we're in our other profile here now. We don't spin. I was just doing the event with that one. So we'll go back to our normal event, and we're going to get a game in. All right, so we're still playing our traditional players, lads, for our road to glory. But we have a couple of changes to make. So give me just 2 seconds now. Oh, Jesus. I messed this squad up, man, didn't I? Is this my main squad? What the hell am I doing, man? This is my main squad with the sub-tactic on. Yeah. Okay. I need to switch out the team. All right, so King is on. Perisic can play every position, man. He's a demon. Get the King in. Who else were we playing? Anguissa, Pedri, Caicedo. Messi in there. Who else did we have on the last game, lads? Because we were unbeaten the last one. We were absolutely beasting. Eze. And Gavardiel, I think we had. We need to train up a couple of these. Do we have a striker, though? Okay, I'll take off Fabian Ruiz. We need a striker up front. We have Cristiano. Yeah, I think we'll play Cristiano, lads. Sure, how bad? Okay, Marquinhos, De Ligt, And I think we had Gvardiol the last day, didn't we? We'll keep Mings in the wings, just in case we need him. Right. Fairly solid team, lads. I know we had Pedri kind of mixed and matched here, but I do like Pedri here, depending on who's up. And Martinez. Yeah, we'll see. Alaba's a beast. Alaba is a monster. All right, we're going to do one warm-up game. I think, Lucas, if you're free, man, we'll get the rematch in from the last one. So let me know, and we'll set the password. Let me know if you're able to play, man. And if not, yeah, I think you should be able. Yeah, Cedric, exactly, man. Exactly. As I said, I only spun because somebody donated last week on the stream. I don't need any of those players at all. Obviously, the contract situation is better than it usually is. Because if you are going to be using the contract, or if you're going to be buying a player with GP, then it is going to be it's going to be a little bit different than replacing the player. You don't need to replace the player for a couple of months. That's the main thing. A lot of people buy coins, man. Like, literally, for somebody that does content, I would say I buy one of the least amount. I'm like one of the least spenders on it because my team is so stacked. Like, I don't need anybody. Like, if I have a 98 Messi as an AMF, is a 99 Cruyff for a 100 overall Cruyff really going to change the needle for me? It's not, like, it's not, because I'm not going for that. I'm not going for that sort of for that style, you know. I'm not trying to win, you know, every single game. No, double touch I think is the most overpowered if you time it right. Double touch is the best, in my opinion. I think slow down dribbling with good acceleration type possession is more important than anything. Yeah, I need to sort out my light, lads, because I think what's happening is the light is not... it's too bright, and then it's like setting off the back camera. See? When I have the light off, it looks like that. When I have the light on, it's like tripping out because my background is all white. So it's got these black flickering lines. Oh, if they brought out Roy Keane, yeah, I'd empty... I mean, there'd be no mortgage being paid for a month. All right, we're just going to play one tune-up game with Lucas. I'm using my Road to Glory. Collar is going to be getting a little bit of freedom around the pitch, we hope. Yeah, you don't need to, man. I mean, you've seen on this one as well. Like, I have literally got like giant killings where I'm playing with Collar and Robbie Keane up front, and I'm beating players that have like team strength that is ridiculous. Lucas is playing an experimental 2-6-5-2 collective strength team. Busquets. Lucas, are you using sub tactic or are you staying with that, man? Because that's a very, very interesting squad. Like, my team is way better, so we'll try balance it up a little bit. I'll bring on Cristiano with Collar, the Twin Towers up front. Let me see who else I want to try out. Musiala instead of Messi. My team strength is still going to be ridiculously stacked anyway. Might start Pedri out left, actually, lads. See what he's like. Caicedo training guide will be up today. I mean, I can only do so many videos at a time, man. I mean, I can't put up 5 videos in an hour. I've already done 2 videos today and now live stream, and I have to go back to work later, and I was working today, so I'll try my best, bro. Well, that's the way I always look at it, man. We already had this discussion last week of people that want to buy coins and stuff. If I want to buy coins, If I want to buy coins, nobody's going to make me feel bad about it. And if somebody wants to spend €1,000 a month on coins, fair play to them. If somebody wants to stay and spend nothing and stay free to play or Road to Glory, brilliant. I mean, I've done both. I've bought coins on my main account from donations and stuff because we stream and we do content. And it is content and people want to see you opening packs. They want your reaction. And I've also stayed free to play Road to Glory where I haven't spent a single cent. So it just depends, man. It's not about winning or losing if you spend money. It's just a personal choice. All right, let's go, lads. Let's get down to business now. And we want to just see how the game is shaping up. Feels a little heavy, a little laggy, Lucas. Not too sure if you're feeling that, man. Maybe you have host. Oh, it's a great ball. Oof. Trying those cheeky little chip-ups, lads. That was a nice effort. No, Alex, it's not a secret, man. I work from home. I work from home for a local company here in my hometown. It's not a big a big company or anything like that. So I'm fairly flexible. But still, a little bit of lag. Lovely, double touch. So much space, man. Tried to auto clear that. Auto cancel, I should say. Collar. Yeah, my problem is I just don't. I just if I'm like busy in work, like I just need to be. I think like what happens to me is like if I want to do videos, like I just don't have an off switch. I think it's just when you do content, man, you don't have an off switch because you want to get content out. Oh, what a save! It's a little laggy, man. I think, but we deal with that. Yeah, Alex, it's just like, look, man, I sometimes take the piss, obviously, especially on busy days or whatever, like with eFootball. But like most of the time, like once I do the work I need to do, like my boss is pretty chill, so I'm lucky enough in that situation. I'm lucky enough in that situation that I don't need to really be under massive pressure. Like once I have something done, it's usually project based. So once we get the project done, it's not like, I can't do, like I'll usually do on a Monday and a Thursday when like kind of I stream most. I will usually, I will usually work till like from maybe 7 to 2 and then I'll take my lunch and then I'll start streaming and I might stream from 2 to 6 if it's a long stream or 2 to half 6 or whatever, or maybe half 1 to half 6 or whatever it is, and then I'll go back to work tonight after dinner. So look, I mean it's grand at the moment for me because like yeah, I do be tired sometimes, but I've no kids, I've no real responsibilities at the moment apart from having a girlfriend, and she's fairly chill about it. She works kind of like earlies. Oh man, that's twice after hitting the post. She works early, so she's up like kind of at like 6 every morning, so she's in bed early that night, so it's not really impacting me too much. The only thing is, man, is you probably know yourself, and anyone that works from home, when you're your own kind of when you're your own, you're setting your own like flexibility and stuff, I find it very hard, man, not to overwork, and then some days you just burn yourself out. Especially if you're doing videos. Oh, mistake. And it is going to be third time lucky. Surely, Cristiano. There we go. I think before COVID, man, I think everyone was like, no, I'd never work from home. And then when COVID hit, especially in Ireland, like, COVID just hit us so hard. Like, we practically closed down. I don't know about everybody else's country, but we practically closed down the entire country. That you were literally not even able to go in to, go into the shop and get, like, a loaf of bread or anything like that. You weren't able to get a loaf of bread without having like a COVID cert nearly. It's ridiculous, man. Schmeichel is the best goalkeeper. I would say Donnarumma, man. That's just me. My boss actually does play. He's a big gamer, man, so it helps. And I'm like really good friends with his younger brother, so gives me a bit of leeway. But look, I think when you're an adult, like it's not like when you're in school and you like DOS off school. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, if I want to sit down and I want to play 10 hours of eFootball tomorrow morning, like he's not going to know that that's what I'm doing. Like, but he'll know when the work isn't done. So you just have to be a little bit responsible. You don't need to be too responsible, but just a little bit. Yeah, Guendouzi is good, man, but he's not as good as the top class players. Oh, this could be an outside curler. Oof. Gilroy, team was good, but not other than my team, so he made jokes how much I spend on my team. Yeah, well, that's what happens, man, as well, is that if you beat somebody, it's like, oh, well, sure, of course he was going to beat me. He spent $500 on his team or 500 quid in his team. But if you lose to him, they're like, oh, do you not feel embarrassed that you spent all this money and you're still shit at the game? So you can't win. I mean, for all intents and purposes, gaming can be very, because it's anonymous based, gaming can be very toxic because people aren't going to come up in the street to you. If you're in McDonald's, nobody's going to come up and say, oh, how much do you spend on eFootball, or how much do you spend on your ultimate team? Nobody's going to come up and say that to you, but they will online. Yeah, earlies, I don't mind it. I've started to get lazy. I started to get lazy last year, Jamie. Like I don't know how people that work shift work. I have a good friend of mine. He works shift work, and he works. What does he work? He was saying. So he works a week on and a week off, and then he works a month on and a month off. He works the early shift in the first 2 weeks or first month, and then he's on nights. So it's a month of earlies and a month of nights the following month. Oh, Cristiano! So yeah, I think he starts at like 6. He finishes at 4, I would say. And then he's like off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then he does that for 4 weeks. And then the next month he starts at 4 and he works through the night. So yeah, I don't know would I be able to do it. This is beautiful football. Oh, the big lag. And there's the manual. And there's the clearance off the head. I would say the top 3 are probably Koundé. I would say Pedri and Donna. Leao is a big shout as well. Football World, yeah, I'll show my team after this one. We'll be playing some divisions. Does dribbling affect long shots? Let me see if I missed any. I thought I saw a message there from Alex. Good question about finishing. How important is it for long shots? Good question about finishing. How important is it for long shots? Does finishing affect long shots? Yeah, it does. It does. But long shots, if you hit them first time, it doesn't really take stats into consideration. I look like Griezmann. Yeah, Lucas, it feels very heavy for me as well. Foden is good, but I don't think he's meta, Lucas, when you're playing right, and you get bad lag, is it during certain periods of the day? Like, do you find that if you play a little later, do you think it's got to do with server load, or do you think it's got to do, because it's laggy for me, but it's playable. It's not unplayable at all. It is laggy, but it's not bad at all. Jamie, yeah, I'm a paramedic, mate. Well, GG's, man. That is a huge job. I've got 5 earlies coming up, then 5 nights. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. I take my hat off to you, man. Anyone that does stuff like that. I mean, my biggest concern, like, my biggest complaint, like, when I work from home, and anyone that works from home, is, like, my eyes on the computer, because I consume a lot of screen time, and it's very hard, because even when you want to chill out, you watch Netflix. If you want to chill out without a screen in your face, you're still using your eyes to read a book, to be on your phone. I do listen to a lot of podcasts and go for a lot of walks. I've recently started to... Nice finish. I've recently started to watch or I'm doing 50k a week. So either walking and a mixture of walks and runs to get a bit fit. But it's tough, man. It's tough. Like, it's tough to do it, especially like if I know on a Thursday that I have to get up early, because if I want to stream that day, like if there's a new update or whatever, I know that I'm going to have to get up at like 6:30. to go for a 10K, which is probably going to take me an hour and maybe a little bit over an hour because like having a shower and everything and then get ready for work, get your breakfast. I mean, you know, it'd be a lot easier to just stay in bed for an extra hour, you know, especially when you're not feeling it. Oh, a little 1-2 with collar. Oh, he didn't want it, lads. Well done, Kimmy. Kimmy's a little battler in midfield. So yeah, I am very blessed that way that I actually am able to work from home. And as I said, my biggest thing that I need to look out for is obviously, you know, weight and eating too much sugar, which I'm gone good at. Like my diet is fairly good at the moment. And then obviously my eyes, which is kind of a harder one because you use your eyes for everything. Yeah, Lucas, the time of the day. It's like with me on a Thursday. It's like, genuinely, it's like with me on a Thursday. It's pretty much unplayable most Thursdays for me, but it has been good recently. So I'm kind of being lucky that way. Back post job. Ooh, Musiala.
Público presente na partida de hoje. 60.810 espectadores.
Give it into the king. He might just have his own pop, lads. I want to know how you dribble so closely. Please, can you tell me? Well, I use R1. So I have dribble set to, or sprint set to R2, and then the tight dribble is with R1. My goalkeeper is Martinez. This is my team. This is my Road to Glory team. It's pretty standard. So if I'm going hardcore, I have this as my backup formation. Obviously, I don't usually have Collar there. We have Grimaldo. So it kind of looks a little like this when I have my sub-tactic. Grimaldo goes back as a left back. Marcus Llorente goes back as a right back. And we've got our two strikers up front. Yeah, the servers, depending on the time of day that you get in, the servers are bad. It depends, though. Yeah, so you just slow down the ball, but it is very connection based. If you've got a good connection with your opponent, you don't need to worry about lag. Because it just doesn't happen. Oh, but believe me, boy, when you get bad lag in this game, man, as Lucas is probably experiencing now, it's a different game completely. Simple passes become impossible. Reading an opponent, reacting to an opponent becomes like a game within a game. And the worst thing about it is that it makes you look like a worse player than you are because it looks like you're making mistakes. You know, if you're coming up against a guy that is good at the game, he can make you look very silly, man. I've had it happen to me on stream and then people message after and they're like, oh, you're not that good for a YouTuber. And it's like, well, I mean, the game is practically unplayable. And then, oh boy, Robbie. And then if you say that the game, if you make any excuse when you lose a game, man, you know, it's just an excuse, you know. Ref! Well, that's how you do the dribbling, man. You're just going to have to practice in... I mean, there's no special combinations. It's just all about... The biggest thing with dribbling I find that people ignore is they don't make the right decision when they're dribbling. They get caught in possession a good bit. So, for example, if I'm running here into space, I can do a little touch there. Like, it's not going to work unless I get the space. Like, Lucas closes me down there. Whereas if I have the space, you can look like the dribbling is going to make a big difference once you have the space and you've beaten your man. So it is kind of hit and miss. It's all about reading the opposition, I would say, more than anything. Ooh, dodgy ball. If a super sub is on a blue arrow, does his super sub or boost, condition boost stack on top of each other if you introduce the player in the second half? Yeah, it does. Super sub kind of overrides everything. It's like Fortress or Phenomenal Finishing or anything like that. The problem is that there's no visual guide to tell you what super sub actually does. It just comes from playing the game. Oh, that's a super ball to Robbie. Look at that for a header, lads. Look at that for a header. Now, you tell me that Robbie Keane, what would you say his heading stat is? What would you say his heading stat is, right? Because I'm going to show you. Guesses in the channel. Guesses in the comments below. What would you say that is, man? What would you say Robbie's heading ability is? I think it's going to be a concern moving forward that they do need the more people that play, the more it's going to be it's going to be harder and harder to they're going to have to come up to terms with the connection. What do you think Robbie's heading is, lads, right? Collar, you'd expect that from him because his heading is like 97. Look at Robbie Keane after finishing that. 72 heading. 72 heading, lads. And did you just see that header? He just leapt like a fish out of water, man. Looking for the first fly of the morning. Knocks it in, man. And Chiba, welcome in, brother. Now, we do have an additional heading skill on Robbie, lads. But, I mean, that's where I'm saying to you sometimes. We do have heading as an additional skill on him. We threw that on him. And we do have acrobatic finishing, which would help with that situation. And he's a super sub. So he gets a boost. Yeah, Lucas, we can definitely play. We can play another match, man. I know I mean, the server distance between me and you is ridiculous. Like, you know, I don't... I mean, if we were to play offline, it's a completely different game. He does Chiba, yeah. We gave him an additional skill, actually, on that. We gave him an additional skill of heading. But I tell you, man, he is a beast. That header was absolutely fantastic. Because he just leapt up. Chiba, welcome in, brother. Good afternoon. And you'll be seeing here, like, just say, like, oh, I'm reading Lucas so easily. Like, the reason I'm reading Lucas so easily is because he's playing with bad lag. And I know that. But, you know, you'd have some people saying, like, oh, you know, he's making this mistake, he's making that mistake. Trust me, it's easy for me to throw the ball around because it's fine for me. It's playable for me. I can dribble. I can do tricks. I can do pretty much everything I want because I have the connection. And this is what happens a lot of the time. Oof. But Lucas, yeah, you tell me what's the best time of playing, man, because I want to play you when the connection is smooth, because this isn't a reflection of a matchup between us, and you know we need to get the teams pretty safe as well, or pretty even, I should say. I'm just throwing it around, man. It's just so easy because I've got the connection. And it's the game is such connection based. It's so connection based. It's the biggest factor in anything. Like if I was to play any of the top class players, yes, they would beat me. But if it's a fair connection, like they'd find it hard to break me down if you're just set up solid. Yeah, I think so, man. But Lucas is playing in Dubai. Man. So he's a completely like disadvantage from matching up with me, especially if I pull host. But GG, Lucas. Lucas, do you have a proper team, man? Do you have a better team than that you can throw on? Because we can do one more if you want. Same password as the last time, Lucas. Malvin, yes, there is a solution. I have a video on that. I will drop the video here. 1 second. Lucas, if you upgrade your team there, man, that would probably be... Who's messaging me now? Okay, this actual video here... This one here should work. That's the pick a specific skill. Akbar Mohammed, if you want to go over to the Discord, man, you can head over to that as well. If somebody wants to drop the Discord, Spangly or any of you guys want to drop the Discord in. Hex, welcome in, bro. I'm telling you, man, people get carried away sometimes when they're like, oh, I'm a beast at the game and I'm this and I'm that and like whatever. Like when they're saying that they're like a beastly players. Like I've gone on win streaks of like 25 games plus across multiple different, profiles and stuff. But it all depends on the connection. I'm telling you, man, it's huge. It's so big. All right, I'm just going to get a drink, lads, because I'm thirsty. Lucas, whenever you're ready, man. Or actually, hold on. I'll do the... We'll go good and good. It goes both ways, but usually if you've got host, like on the P2P, right? Because it is obviously peer-to-peer, but if you have got the better connection, if it's outputting to your speed and it's matching your speed, then the person is either going to be lagging behind or he's going to be having to speed up. You'll see the speed up where the game will speed like up like very, very rapidly for like a split second. On his screen, he won't see that, but you will. So you could press a button, it'll speed up, have an extra couple of frames, and the chance is gone. And you'll be like, oh, how did I miss that? Because of lag. Where your opponent will be like, oh, what a defending from me. I'm a beast. So whenever I beat somebody, man, and whenever I lose a match, which there are plenty of losses and there are plenty of wins, whenever I lose a match, I always kind of like think, okay, like there is a chance that this guy got screwed, because there is a high chance that he might be. All right, Lucas, I'll be back in 2 seconds, lads. I need to ring the missus. She rang me, and I also need to get a drink. So I'll be back in 2 secs. I'll be busting for a slash now when I drink all this water. But I mean, what game doesn't have bad connection sometimes? When this game plays well, man, it's a very enjoyable game. And when the connection is bad, it can be very frustrating. Exactly, Chiba. Exactly. No, but people talk about like lots of different things. They talk about script, they talk about momentum, they talk about everything. There is obviously things that people are going to always complain about, right? And it is definitely something where I will do a video on my thoughts on it, and it's kind of a longer form thing. But at the end of the day, right, a lot of the stuff when you're playing peer-to-peer gaming, it is down to connection. Warzone is the same. I mean, I've seen clips of people in Warzone where you're running around a corner, your enemy is coming towards you, you've both got your guns up, you're both using an SMG with similar aim down sight speed. He comes around the corner on your screen, you raise your gun to shoot him, and you're dead. Because on his screen, because of the connection issues, he's seeing you before you're seeing him. So I always give people the benefit of the doubt. All right, Lucas is bringing the big guns in now. This is what we want. This is what we want. This is the challenge we want. Yeah, people that use the lag to their advantage, man. There's genuine people that just get used to it, like that are able to actually compensate for the lag because they're used to the connection. And they play quick counter and a lot of one-touch passes. So they don't hang on to the ball too much. They don't get caught in too much possession. If they ever get caught in possession, they're just pressing you. And they're used to playing with the lag. They're genuine people that are just used to playing on a bad connection. And then there's people that obviously do it. Where they manipulate things. That happens in every game, man. I mean, there was a thing that there was a thing where they were saying at one stage that there was like 25% of people playing Warzone were like cheating because there was this big thing. There was this big thing done on there was a big not survey but like a big kind of expose thing done, I should say. But who knows, man? Anytime that there's something to be gained from playing online, people will look to take an advantage. It doesn't matter if there's not enough for grabs. Give it into the big man. Back post job. Break. Oh, it's a bad ball. Terrible ball, actually. Gavardiol eats it up by. And the switcheroony. Collar. Oh, Collar again. Ah, that's lovely football, lads. Ah, Robbie. Ah, good defending. Darren, welcome in, bro. Yeah, well, it depends if you get bad connection. I've played against guys before. I actually played before. I won't. It was a long time ago, but I played against a very well known guy, before in the eFootball PES scene, whatever. Yeah, very good player. Let's just say very well known player, and I played him off stream or on stream one day, and I was streaming the games or I was recording the games for the video or whatever, and I beat him 2-1, and he basically quit in the last 5 minutes or something. Was like, oh, you're obviously lagging, you're obviously manipulating stuff, and I was basically streaming my games, because I wouldn't even know how to do it. So the in-game help menu says speed is a stat that is responsible for off-the-ball movement. Yes and no, Alex. From what I've found, man. I mean, the way that they define the skills sometimes is more got to do with the AI movement. So yeah, it is important for when the AI are under control of it. I love this Grimaldo, lads. He's very, very good. Collar turns provider. All right, we'll take that. I want Collar in the box. Why is Collar taking the throw, lads? Yeah, I stopped playing NBA 2K because there's no servers close to us here. We get screwed. No crack, Darren. We're chilling, man. We're chilling. We have another hour maybe in us. Yeah, Lucas. I mean, we can quit if you want, man. If the lag is unplayable for you, there's no point, man, really. And we can do it again. I mean, I might try and get on later or something. I won't be streaming, but if it's unenjoyable for you, man, and it is unplayable, we can definitely quit and I can just play divisions. So it's up to you, man. You let me know. We can tap out at halftime because there's no point playing when you've one hand tied behind your back, man. Realistically, it does nothing for you and it does nothing for me. Because it's not a true test between us. It's not a true measure. Well, the people playing Division 1, they do see a point in it because they have a different kind of expectation or a different goal for what they're trying to get out of the game. And it is to be the best. Like for me, if I was given the option on my road to glory to upgrade Collar with Romario, and Romario is my favorite ever player in the game in this game, like I'm not going to do it because like I'm playing my road to glory as a kind of a story for Collar. So like, you know, why would I change that unless I wanted to like, you know, I might as well just play my normal squad. So it depends. I mean, the people that are playing the game, like in Division 1, like heavy, they're putting serious hours in because they want other things out of the game. You know, they want to be top 50. They want to, you know, have a 90% win streak, win ratio, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, well, that's the thing. When co-op comes back, like, I'm going to find it very hard to play like anything but co-op, especially with G-Lads, because that's kind of where I'm getting enjoyment out of the game. And we still have to do the tournament. So we're going to see how the tournament rocks up, but we're probably going to do the tournament on the Friday. So the Thursday will just be our normal stream. And then we'll rock up with the tournament Friday. So the way we're probably going to do the tournament is, unless they add stuff, if they just add co-op back, pretty much identical to where it is at the moment. I'm going to have a pop. If they add co-op back identical to how it's been the last couple of weeks, or for the first 2 weeks of the beta, what we'll do is I'm going to have a teammate. I'll probably play with Lucas if the lag is, if the connection is okay. I mean, who knows? Because obviously we're playing against each other here now and the connection is really bad between us. So that's just something we're going to have to watch out for. Probably depending on what times we play and stuff. But it's like if I'm going playing and there's no way of like inviting players in, we're just going to probably do like challenges for the first tournament, if that makes sense. So it'll be like me and Lucas versus a 2 of your choice. Like, so you and your teammate will organize in the Discord, we'll set up the match and we'll get in. Lucas, do you want to quit, man? Do you want to leave this match or do you want to play it on? I should be on later, man. But it depends how late I finish my dinner and stuff and finish work. But I should be on later. Because I don't want to be, you know what I mean? There's no point if it's frustrating you. Because I can see, like, I'm literally not doing anything to pass through you, man. I can see that your players can't even turn. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what they add. Hakimi is good, yeah. It depends, Alex. I mean, it depends the player that you're using. No, I can see it, Lucas. I'm just trying to explain to the chat there. They know, man. I mean, the lads know as well. It's not got to do with you. It's the connection, man. Rickard with the $5 donation. GG's, man. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. First stream I catch up. As a Brazilian, it's nice to me to see you using Cruzeiro, Bragantino, and so many Brazilian players. Keep up the great work. Thank you, brother. Thank you. We will. Give your GG's in the chat, lads. Anyone that's here. I think eventually they will, Chiba. I think they'll definitely go with a view of that, especially that the fact that you can add they've added the kind of, you know, the match pass coming into it and stuff. Oh, it was a lovely pass. I ran out of road, lads. Sharma, welcome in, bro. Watching the stream from India. What time is it in India now at the moment? It is just gone 5 p.m. here. See the way I'm able to, like, double touch, auto cancel everything. For some reason, players of the same team work like a mix with me. I create a full AC Milan team having a blast. I did a past and present Barcelona before, and they were very good, yeah. 940 in India. Okay. The best way to reach Division 1. I mean, there's no like one word answer. It's kind of like a couple of things. The first thing is get your formation right. I would play quick counter if it was me. I'd play quick counter, get your manager, get your team, get your starting 11 that's going to be always starting for you. So whether that's a mixture of epic players, whether that's a mixture of, player of the weeks, whether that's a mixture of whoever you want to play, get your players that are always going to be starting for you. Collar. Oh, it's a bad ball. And then if you want to, play through the middle as much as you possibly can. Don't get caught in possession. The second you get the ball, get rid of it. Even if the pass isn't on and you're going to be intercepted. Do not get caught in possession anywhere from midfield back. So I'll give you an example here if I can. See the way Lucas is going one touch pass? That's because the connection is so bad that he's trying to, obviously not get caught in possession. But at the cost of, risking the ball, even when I pass it up here to Collar, right? I'm going to one-touch pass. Even though I have high potential of losing this pass, I'm not going to sit on the ball. And, most of the time it works out for you. And, if you get a good formation going for you, some people will say, look, you can get to Division 1 using out wide. I've done it. I've done it 3 or 4 times using out wide. Which is as non-meta as it goes, right? And you can enjoy your football and play out wide and all that. What the hell was that? Yes, you can get to Division 1 using possession, right? I've also done that. You can also get to Division 1 using, the top formations and tactics, which is, either long ball counter with Simeone, quick counter with Klopp. Possession obviously is a good one as well with Guardiola. But I think the main thing is to play kind of through the center and get your formation right. Win your games. Yeah, of course. That's going to be the big one, is to win your actual games. Yeah, if you want to just win, and I mean win, quick counter is the way to go, in my opinion. I'm using long ball counter, but as I said in the last live stream and in a couple of my videos, I'm not really playing kind of my formation. I play a very different way than is meta. And I cost myself a lot of wins because of the way I want to play. Especially if I've got Collar in front of Robbie Keane. There's way better strikers that I could buy if I wanted to go that route. But, that's what I enjoy. With eFootball 2024, if I want to go hardcore, then, if I want to go meta and I want to get Division 1, then I can switch things up. But, for now, it's as I said, it's all about not getting caught in possession. That's the big thing. And there is some stuff that just works. And mostly that's playing through the middle. Touch and goes. Not getting caught in possession. That's my biggest bit of advice, is probably not get caught in possession. Yes, you can play out wide, as you're seeing me do here. You do naturally get more space out wide. Most of the time. But nothing really comes of it unless you're crossing the ball in and you're good in the air. Which a lot of people don't really put the time in to learn how to header and, train their team up. You're going to find nobody in Division 1 that is using Collar. There's just nobody using him. Because he's not good enough. But for me, he's the best. There's a lot of stuff in the game that doesn't really come to there's a lot of stuff of my knowledge of the game. For somebody that's played the game for 20 years, there's a lot of stuff that you can kind of use, but a lot of it isn't useful, if that makes sense. I could have a chance where I'm true on goal and I could spread it out wide and I could be narrowing down on goal with it. I have a 3v1 with one centre back. And I know unless I do what works, I probably won't score even on a 3v1. GG, man. We're going to close it there because I know you're having difficulty with the connection, but we definitely will get up a match away from the stream. I mean, my connection seems fine. My connection seems fine, but I know that you're struggling with the connection, man. I can already tell from the first game. So we are going to go in and play 1 or 2. I'm still testing out this team, lads, and I'm still not like sold on it 100%. We don't have any coins that we can buy anyway. We have 50, and that's about it, and 906,000 GP. But yeah, we're going to go straight into a match. But good games, Lucas, as usual. Yeah, man. I'd like to see what it looks like on your screen. Maybe we could actually... It would actually be a good video to do, man. It would be a good comparison as to what I'm seeing on my screen, what you're seeing on your screen, and what the results are. Joshua, well, if you're training any player for a specific way, I would usually do a double pivot center mid. So I would probably use like a destroyer and a build up. I'm using 3 build up at the moment. But I would probably use a destroyer such as Thiago Silva because he's more aggressive. You can see his aggression there at 83, but I've barely trained him up. Rudiger is probably my favourite CB to buy. Malvin, yeah, I have lots of videos done on that, man. If you check out my channel, if you're new here, I have lots of videos done on that. Jamie, you won't need to stream. No, not if you're playing against me because I'll be streaming everything live. Exactly, David. That's the thing. Like, I wouldn't be able to replace Collar with pretty much anyone else on the squad. Lewandowski, no. Ronaldo, no. Yes, they could add something to me in a different area of the pitch, but like, I use Collar with a very specific game plan in mind. Get the ball out wide, and if I don't spam in with him, I try to get the ball into his feet. It's always to be kind of as a, how would I say it? Like a hidden kind of player. Because nobody pays any attention to Collar. All right, who's up? Okay, we're all up. Sharpen will get him in. Perisic is down. Might start Musiala, lads. Or we start Goulet. Start Goulet, lads. Yeah, we'll start Goulet and we'll bring on Musiala. Nah, Collar always starts, Alex. He just always starts. I have super sub on Collar in my second profile. My main profile. We'll actually bring off Robbie, lads. He's a super sub. We'll show you in this game if we get comfortable enough. Might start Musiala. Will I start him? No. No, I don't really want to mess too much with the formation, lads. I would have played Perisic there. See this guy's squad. Alright, so this guy is rocking, I would say, a free-to-play team. He's got Rudiger back there as the nominating contract, and he's got player of the weeks, the rest of his squad. This might be a game where I switch to my sub-tactic. It might be the game. Let's see. I don't know why these are gone again, lads. They always go. It's like a glitch. Defensive on Caicedo. Anchoring on Caicedo. Not that it makes that much of a difference. Counter target on Messi. We'll also put deep line on Caicedo as well. Let's see how it goes. On PC, there is a tool for nomad servers you're using it to ping people on Reddit, so I've been using it for months. Yeah, I mean, PC is a whole different kettle of fish, man. It's a whole different thing. How to get Collar. Collar was free on the eFootball point shop. Yeah, he's gone now. But the problem was, not many can wield the power of Collar. It's like the Infinity Stones with Thanos. Collar, he's a hard man to control. As me and him have had a lot of difficulty. Now, we've tried to put our differences behind us. But let's see the future. It might pop up again. All right, this guy's doing double touch already. Sees he a bit of a possession based player, because if he is, I'll want to get him early doors. I want to goal early doors, and kind of stop that, because he's gonna try and trick me with tricks and dribbling and stuff. That's fine. That's a lovely ball, lads. It's a beautiful bit of play. Lovely Pedri. No Messi. Collar's gone, lads. Oh, if I won that, I was in. Alright, this guy's going to be trying to hold possession, which is fine. It kind of suits me. Lovely ball. Just ask the questions. Okay, back to goalie. Okay, this guy's not a bad player. Oxy, welcome in, bro. No, he's not in the shop anymore. You missed your chance to get the king. But as I said, not many can handle the king. All right, okay, that was a silly pass. Going out wide. Gavardiol. Whoa, what a goal! What a fantastic goal, lads. That is an absolute belter of a goal. Who's the best on the eFootball pint shops now? Been thinking about Cole or Perez. I would say Andy Cole is a good option. Yeah, definitely. Inzaghi's a good option as well. That was a fantastic finish. GG, man. Very good goal. Bit frustrating the way the ball went in, the flight of the ball. But take nothing away from that. That was a fantastic finish. Alright, I need to be careful against this guy, lads. I think this guy fancies himself a little bit. He's playing a lot of possession and spread, which is unusual. I mean, you can see him there. He's sitting on the ball. And the worst thing that could have happened was him to get a goal. Even though it was a good goal, but it was kind of a lucky enough brace. So I just need to be able to settle here. If I get a goal quick, I think I'll top this guy. Because I think he'll start rushing. And he won't like to rush. But at the moment, I'm rushing. Good ball to Collar. Lovely. That's lovely, lads. Lovely football. And the finish. Ah, Superman save. That was a beautiful goal, lads. Stefan, welcome in, bro. Now, we'll have our chances against this guy, lads. He's going to get too comfortable with the ball. You just have to be patient against guys like this. He will concede chances. And you can see that he's panicking when the ball gets into that position, see? But that's what happens sometimes, man. You know, I could play this guy 10 times and beat him 9 times. Or he could beat me 9 times. But you get a lucky break like that. It was a brilliant goal, there's no doubt about it. But it's a lucky enough ball in. Collar. Boom! We're back, baby. Perez is a winger. I wouldn't play him through the middle. He can't play there. There's no co-op, Stefan, in the game anymore, bro. Not till Thursday. Oh, bad touch, Collar. Nice. I mean, I'm happy for him to have the ball out there. He can do what he wants with it out there. Lovely King. Now Pedri. Lovely, lads. That's beautiful football. King. Oh, King was shaping. Goulet! Oh! Oh, that would have been a beautiful goal, lads. Marquinhos. Get it in. Knock on to the King. Back across. Oh, all right, we're settled now, boys. We're settled. Playing some good football. Lovely, Pedri, take it off him. King. Middle. Oh, beautiful. Oh, Messi. Again, the AI saves his blushes. Yeah, this guy's panicking now. Panicking Skywalker. Oh, I'm just off, lads. Inzaghi's good, yeah. Inzaghi's good. And this guy's panicking, lads. Yeah, Lucas. I mean, that's the thing, man. If we're going to be trying playing the co-op, I don't want you having issues with the connection, man, because it's just very, it's just frustrating for you because it's not a true reflection of you. Good defending, but good dribbling from him. This is lovely, lads. Oh, Messi! Oh, Messi! Oh, Messi! Oh! I'm on it today, lads. Oh. Oh, lads, I'm on it today, I'm telling you. I'm feeling it today, lads. He doesn't know what's hitting him. After that wonder goal he got, that would have been one of my best goals ever with Messi, lads. That was like a real Messi chance there. I just got the angles wrong a little bit. What a game, though.
I'm afraid to tell you that we were expecting traffic to be heavy.
Stefan, we opened, I think we opened 1,100's worth of packs. I think this is screaming out for Robbie Keane, lads. This is screaming out for Robbie Keane. Or King. He's going to throw a few different things at him now and see what he wilts away with. Take nothing from him, lads. This guy's a very comfortable, confident player. No, I didn't want that. I wanted that back to Pedri. There we go. There we go. Sky, welcome in. Oh, man, the girlfriend hears everything, man. She's always giving out to me. She's, why are you shouting like that? I said, she doesn't know the power of collar. Go on, collar. Oh, lads. Great ball. I had it covered. She'll think I'm having an affair with Collar one of the days. Stefan, you name the date and the time and the place, man, and I'll come. That's no problem, man. I love the cold. Oh, a little peel away. Oh, no. Oh, I'm just off, lads. Just off. That was unfortunate, man. I was trying to get it out wide there. Man, there's a bird somewhere in this house. What's going on? Tell you, man, there's a bird nesting in this the roof of this house. This is going to be a Robbie Jobby Keane, lads. Lovely. Lovely. Go on, Messi. Oh, no, shouldn't have done that. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Needed a good tackle, and it was. Needed a good tackle, and it was. Where's this going to go now? Oh, brilliant. And a cheeky chip up. This guy's living dangerously, lads. It's my first game as well. The subs are going to win me this match. Unless Collar wins it first. Alright, that was stupid. Man, this guy's getting everything, isn't he? He's got the space, though. We'll go back, Marquinhos. We know it's coming in. We know where it's coming. Just need to be able to stop it. That's it. Don't bounce to him, man. And again. Messi, stay on. Stay on, Messi. Beautiful. Get in there, King. Get in there, King. Boom! Oh, yes! Again, the King, lads. See, that's what I mean when you're playing a specific way. Like, I want to get Collar on the ball as much as possible. Messi does his wonders there. Marquinhos or De Ligt. Oh, man, I'm finding it hard to say anything bad about Marquinhos or De Ligt. They're both beasts, man.
Goal! After 66 minutes is...
Are you coming for the tourneys in Japan? I mean, I don't know, man. I would love to. I would love to. I think, Lucas, the thing is, since last Thursday, the connection, I've had my best, like, games of connection, if that makes sense. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Where, like, the connection isn't an issue for me. And when that happens for me, Like, I usually feel fairly confident that I can beat pretty much anyone that I come up against if I'm on my game. Alright, I'm still making mistakes. Like, I'm still doing stupid things. Like that. On ref. Yes. I would say Makelele is my favourite player in the game, midfielder-wise. I think I'm going to hit this guy now with a double pivot, lads. Robbie and Ronaldo for Collar and Messi. Probably put Bellingham in here as well. Look how defensive I've made Bellingham, lads. Defensive awareness, 82. 88 aggression. That's pretty decent. Pirlo's a beast, but I don't have him.
Substitution on the field.
I mean, I've been to Japan before, lads. It's a wonderful country. Alright, this guy wants to play games. He can.
Number 6. He
can play all the games he wants.
8. Mateo Kovacic. Coming on the field. Number 18. Kylian Mbappe. Number 22.
Oh, took me into an animation there I didn't want.
Number 11. N'Golo Kante. Number 21.
Oh, no way. Oh, if I score this, lads, this will be beautiful. Oh, what a goal! Yeah! What a goal, lads, that is. That's a screamer. Beautiful running, man. Beautiful running. I'm on it today, lads. I knew he got a good goal, man. He did get a good goal. He won't let me watch this, though. Watch. Maybe he will. GG's, brother. I appreciate you letting me watch that. That's Grimaldo, lads. Switches onto the left foot. But it was just the movement from the AI there. It makes you look like a really dominant player and a beastly player when the AI make the runs for you. De Ligt, lads, is... I want to say it. De Ligt is a beast. I slept on him for a long, long time. But he's so good, man. We've got the pace. Oh, look at that. And again, Robbie's there. He peels away. Robbie Keane. Robbie Keane, back post. Oh, I went to square. I should have went high. Should have went high, lads. It's been a good, entertaining game. Man, what is that? Cavani just stood up, man, like he was after being... His foot was stumped. Oh, man, I want that out. Why, Musiala? Yeah, that's who I wanted to. Is my main man, Grimaldo. Oh, Ronaldo. Musiala. And the finish! Oh, we get lucky. You don't deserve to beat this guy 4-1, lads. We don't deserve to beat this guy. It depends the formation, Alex. I would say that, like, it's very hard to recommend a double pivot of a DMF and a CMF because it's very dependent on your play style. Like, even with me, right? I'm playing the formation that I'm playing. Like, if you look at my formation, right? He's going all out attack now. When I'm playing my formation that I'm playing, I still, even though I'm playing 3 centre-backs, like, I still use one of my centre-backs to run the ball. Oof. Vazzy, welcome in, brother. We're flying it in the divisions again. This guy got an incredible goal. So what I mean by using, like, it's very hard to give, like, kind of advice is, like, I'm using Marquinhos here, right? And then I'm using, like, a centre-back to run it. So, like, if I give the ball away, I always have somebody else back, or else I'm manually goalkeeping. But I'll always use one of my centre-backs to run on and give an option. If I can at all. Like touch and go. And if I'm using a deep Caicedo, I'll do that as well. So you kind of, if you're using a DMF as an anchorman that's slow, you just don't do that at all. Like Busquets or Rodri or somebody like that. That was a nice game, lads.
This is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information center?
That was a good game. We'll take it. We'll take it. We get our players back up leveled a little bit as well. No, there's no gameplay update, man. So what I mean by using one of these is I wouldn't recommend actually play this formation and this team that I'm using because I've got 3 centre backs that are all build up. So it just suits me at the moment in this formation. I'm using Grimaldo and Llorente as kind of like out wide wingers. I'm still getting crosses in with them, or else I'm getting attacks with them. Messi's the link-up man. Pedri's my all-rounder. Caicedo is like my stopper. And Robbie and Collar. I didn't get Arnold, no. I think I'm actually going to go out and buy a SS, lads, or somebody that I can get here. There's nobody on player form, so I might actually train somebody up to put him in. Because my players at the moment, like, I just need one more option, I think. If I could. Marquinhos. I think we have to max out Marquinhos, lads. He's just been so good for me. And he's not even maxed out, like. Look at his stats, like. They're not even maxed out. It's ridiculous. And the Ligt is unreal as well. Very impressed with the Ligt, lads. Probably the most I've been impressed with a player early doors. Like, he's got everything going for him. Everything. He never gets caught out of possession. I don't need to upgrade his dribbling. I might just pop in a few into his dribbling. And his stamina. Because it just makes him an overall all-rounder. We'll pop the rest into his defensive capabilities when we max him out. Barry, we actually played against each other a while ago in Division months ago. That was before I joined your channel. You won that game 3-2. You had Vieira and the team. Yeah, that was probably on my main game, man. So GG's, my main account. This Pedri, lads, he's so good as well. I haven't boosted any of these players up. This is my road to glory. It's not my main one. No, Vazzy, he's not. He's not. He's still a monster now, mind. What a player, man. I could retrain these. Like, I probably will end up retraining a lot of these players before I make the final decision on them. But serious players. I mean, his stats are stacked as well. The thing I like about or the formation I'm playing with long ball is that I don't really, it's like playing out wide with having that long ball insurance that when I do lose the ball. When I lose the ball, my team is set up nice. So I'm not really playing like... I'm playing out wide attacking because I'm controlling it, but my team is so dominant when I lose the ball. Which is always good. I think that's it, lads. I'm happy enough with the rest of my players, you know. We can max them out again another time. Yeah, Alex. So when you like the team play style here, the long ball, it says that players, there's 3 different types, right? So obviously with defending is the big one. Players form a deep sitting defensive line near the goal and defend from there. So that's the big one. Whereas without wide, when they're defending, the defensive block will be here. So that's the big difference between out wide. But I manually play out wide as well. So I use Grimaldo and Llorente as kind of wingers. And then I also use them as overlaps. But I still have a lot of solidness there. Yeah, 4-1-4-1 is pretty much identical to this. All right, we go again. But look, lads, it can change. I mean, it can change up. I can play a match here and I can get it handed to me. You know, it depends on the player that you're playing. A lot of the time, you're playing against the game rather than playing against your opponent. It's a true thing. And you're playing against your own head. Like, I could have easily got pissed off with that last game there, put the head down and got frustrated. All right, let's go. Lucas, as I said earlier in the stream, like, when the connection is bad, you like, any of us can look like a noob, man. The mistakes you make that are so-called mistakes, they're not mistakes. It's just, you know, the connection is so bad that you're a second behind. And it's super frustrating. I've come up against guys before, two streams ago or 2 weeks ago. I came up against a guy that was Division 8, I think, and he beat me 2-1. And like, the game was practically unplayable for me, man. And that's just the way it goes sometimes. All my players are on standard form. All right, we get Eze in. Eze can link up that play. Oh, Llorente's down. That's a big issue, lads. It's actually a huge issue. I have no right mids. Perisic. Okay, we'll see what you're worth today, Perisic. You better do a job for me, though. See this guy's squad, man. Alright, he's playing with a very average team, lads. Playing with a Lazio squad. With Berardi there. And Jorginho. A very average squad. But these are the squads that scare me, man. Man, see, these are back off again. It's so annoying. Goalkeeper's a big issue for me. Lucas, man, as I said, I've played against guys before where the connection has been so bad that you just have to hold your hands up and just walk away from the console. All right, let's go. What's the crack, Abdullah? Welcome in, bro. Still going strong, lads. Collar was good that last game. All right, let's just see what this guy's going to look like now. All right, again, he's spreading out wide. It's not a bad option to have. Gvardio's a monster. Problem for this guy now is that if I break, he's going to find it very difficult to hold me. There's one such example. Oh, Perisic, you're killing me. At least I can cross the ball in with Perisic a little bit better. All right. We know what this guy's targeting, lads. We know what this guy's targeting. Alex, I feel like I need to write an encyclopedia, man. All the questions. I'll get at you in a second, man. When I score a goal. There's the overlap we wanted, boys. Give it into the king now. Oh, Perisic. Alright, he's doing well though, lads. He's doing well. Ah, ref. Nah. Get in space, lads. This is the danger. King. Bottom corner. There's one. I mean, this guy is playing wings, but the problem is that he's leaving too much space open for him. And I can just sweat it across. Oh, Collar, behave yourself, Collar, now. There's children watching this stream. Oh, Messi. Collar! Oh, Collar didn't even have the ball in his possession. Oh, lads. Oh, that would have been magical again. Collar is a demon, lads. He's not done yet, though. Those 1-2s. Collar, surely a penalty, lads. No, the ref says no. Ref doesn't take any sympathy on the king. Ooh, got lucky. He's doing well to get the ball in, lads. And all it takes is one stupid block or one stupid pass. And he'll be right back in this game. Not if I can help it, though. We're playing some good football, though. Are knuckle rising shots activated only when you use stunning shot technique? No, Alex, they're not. They're a special skill, the knuckle shot and the rising shot. The knuckle shot is just as you make contact with the ball, you press square again. You shoot, and then just as you make contact, you're doing it. The rising shot is more contextual based. Oh man, I'm bust. Whoa! Collar. How is that not a penalty? What is going on? 2 Stonewall penalties, man. Holy moly. Two Stonewall penalties. My God. Hello, man. I'm new to this game. 1 second, boys. I'll get to this. I'll get to your message in a sec. Oh, man, that's a goal. What a finish. Stonewall penalty, man. Jesus Christ almighty. It's so frustrating. 2 Stonewall. I mean, I could have taken the shot on with Messi and I was like, no, I'll get a penalty instead. No, I'm not going to leave this guy in the game, lads. What is going on? I can't get a free, man. Oh my God, man. This is disastrous now. Oh no. And Stevie Wonder is ref in this game. It has to be. I'm in trouble, boys, in this game. I'm telling you now. Ah, Collar, just shoot, man. Lads, I told ya, these are the games that scare me, man. I literally should have 2 penalties, and I should be 3-0 up now. And instead it's 1-1. And instead, I'm going to lose this game probably. Oh my lads, I'm in trouble, lads. I'm in trouble now. I'm going to say it straight away. This is bad, lads. This is bad, man. I mean, look, with no disrespect to this guy, I mean, this is an issue with the game, with the like. I don't even know how to explain why I should be not drawn with this guy, man. Oh my god, man. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Hello, I'm new to the game. I'm Division 6 started a week ago. You have any tips for in terms? I mean, SRX Sun. Yeah, I mean, check out my channel, man. I pretty much go over everything there. Set your team up right. Choose a pass assist. Set your manager up. Everything like that. Yeah, man, I'm in trouble with this ref. I mean, I'm carving him open, but he doesn't even need to defend because I can't get a free. And he's not bad going forward. I'll say that. I mean, he's doing everything he should be doing. But this is the problem with the game, man. Aggressive players, as Peter Carroll says there, he's 100% right. His point. I literally can't get a free, man. Oh, man. Go on, Eze. It's worth it, lads. I don't know, man. I just don't know. I mean, this guy is hanging into this game by, I don't know, by the skin of his teeth. Oh my, lads, seriously, man. Oh my God almighty, this is so bad. Holy moly, lads, he's going to score again.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.607 spettatori.
I just can't, lads. I'm not gonna score against this guy again unless I get lucky. My God, my God, my God. My God, lads. My God, my God, my God. This guy needs to do the lottery, man. Genuinely. This guy has got 9 lives, man. This guy has got 9 lives. I mean, he's telepathic that I can read him. Lads, I literally can't pass the ball. That's better. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's fantastic. But it's too hard. Hold on, man. Marquinhos. Flattens me on the ball then. All right, Messi, you're coming off, boy. Good dribble. Lads, I'll catch up with the comments in a sec. Busting for a pedo. 2 secs. It's a tough one, lads. It's a tough one, man. Very tough game. Alright, who's going to make the difference for me? Robbie. Musiala. I'll catch up with the comments, lads, in a minute. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, I should have about... I should definitely have 2 penalties against this guy. Ronaldo! Oh, man. Oh, man. No. No. Ah, lads, I'm making mistakes now. Ah. Ah. No. Oh, lads, this is desperate. I just can't score, man. Oh, no, it's lagging like fuck. Maybe that's what's wrong. Man, he's not even playing. Oh, my God, man. That is absolutely ridiculous, man. I've never, ever played a match like that before. Holy moly, man. Oh, my days, man. That is impossible how I've lost that game, man. I'm actually embarrassed. Oh, man. I didn't lose, but I drew. But my God, man. Oh, my God, man. That is embarrassing, man. I literally could not score. If I was playing for the next month, I wouldn't have scored. GG's. All right, let me catch up with these. Picks of the Asia pack for me are Son, Matoma. Ref got paid. Referees are atrocious. People getting away with murder. I mean, that guy couldn't defend, man. I mean, he didn't need to. But GG's to him, man. GG's. No, he wasn't a cheat, man. He wasn't a cheat. It was just a thing of the connection at the end there was a bit crazy. Yeah, I didn't play that well in that game, lads, but my head was gone once I got those penalty chances against me, to be fair. We move on to the next one. No, I had my chances to win that, lads. I did get screwed with the penalties, but I had my chances to win that. So, no complaints and GG's. I never really complain once the connection is fine. You know, I'm able to take my licks. It doesn't, it's only a game. But yeah, I felt a little bit hard done by with the penalties. Alright, this guy's got a good squad. Alright, this is going to be payback. I mean, scripting, man, is like, what's your definition of scripting and stuff like that? Because everyone has a different definition of it. You know? I told you that's why I was afraid of that game. Especially when he scored that goal. Pass assist 2, man. Benzu, I just said I made mistakes, man, but it's not got to do with sometimes with the mistakes when you get the penalties. I mean, watch the full match, man. It's not just about mistakes. Some things just don't go your way for you. It's not mistakes. It's not just mistakes, but it's not, you know, I could have won that game. No excuses, which I've already said. I had more than enough chances in that game away from the penalties. I just kind of got frustrated with the penalties, so that's why I probably made a few more mistakes that I usually wouldn't. It's a great ball. I probably won't do a friend match now. It's getting a bit late, and I need to go and make some dinner. Oh, big overlap on here. Play it back to the king, though. Pop! Boom! There we go, baby. There we go. There we go, lads. It's better. Yeah, the referees are... I just think it's when people are so aggressive, you don't really get, like, punished for it. But in that last match, I just didn't finish my dinner, lads. So I have no excuses for that. I mean, he didn't block the shot. He didn't defend the shots. I just didn't score. But I should have had penalties, man. I should have had penalties. That Messi one was a blatant penalty. The first Messi one. And this is the thing, like, when you lose a game or you draw a game on eFootball and you're like, you know, I did this or I did that. It's not, like, it's not at the cost of saying that, like, I could have won that game. Like, there's no doubt I could have won that game. I had loads of chances. But I still should have had penalties. So if I'd scored one of those penalties that I should have got, like, we wouldn't be talking about it. Oof. Well, some people say that it means that it's predetermined, like that I was never going to beat that guy. But I made way too many mistakes in that game, like 100%. And this guy's giving me so much space, man. Oh, that's lovely. Go on, King. Use the strength. Grimaldo again. King. Seal the deal. There's 2. I just wasn't getting breaks like that, man. I wasn't getting breaks like that in the last game. And whether you want to decide that that was skill or for any other reason, that's on you. But at the end of the day, I didn't draw that game because of me not making mistakes. I made loads of mistakes. I didn't finish my dinner. But yeah, it shouldn't have even gone to that stage. And I like Llorente on the wing, lads. He's really, really good. Oh, that would have been beautiful. You can't use player of the weeks. No, you can't add trainer. You can't add skills. Oh, no. I wasn't even watching there. You can't add skills to player of the weeks either. You can't add skills to player of the weeks or legacy transfer them. You just have to use them as they are. That was a stupid goal for me to concede. No. Angular, put the shift in, buddy. And spamming crosses, lads. That's all it takes. Give it up to the big man. Oh, did you see that little cheeky one, lads? eFootball, there'll be or eFootball 24 will be a slight. There'll be a lot of differences. Nice defending. Ah, no. See what I mean with chances like that? I just wasn't getting him in the last game. And I don't really need him in this game now because I'm 2-1 up. Oh, King, he's panicking. Catch him on the break, lads. Need to score before a half to seal this game. Oh. That was lucky from him. Yeah, the game doesn't punish people that can't defend. Definitely not. Exactly, Sean. You just have to be able to roll with it, man. You win some, you lose some. Romario's my favorite player ever. Yeah, he's the best centre forward in the game. By a long way, I would say. I'd say Romario is my favorite striker. Romario's literally just... I mean, if I had Romario in this team instead of Collar or Messi, like, he's definitely adding a goal a game. Without doubt. This guy's got a very unorthodox play style. I see you, bro. Lovely. It's all about breaking the press, lads. Oh, it's great defending from him. Oh, no. I don't really feel like celebrating that one even. Alaba's good. I just think Koundé is probably a little bit better than him now. I mean, that's an unfortunate goal from him there. That's after really ruining his comeback. If he was going to come back, that was going to be it. Not at 3-1. Saliba's beasting. Oh, come on. Messi, you're better than that. Go on, Grimaldo.
Público presente na partida
Lovely.
de hoje. 71.550
Lovely.
espectadores.
Go on, King. That's again another mistake for me. Oh, I didn't want to touch Pedri. Come on, just hit it first time, man. Lovely. Game of interceptions, lads. Crunch. Paulo Di Canio's playing right back. Collar will win this, no doubt. Ronaldo's got some engine on him, lads. Collar, back post job. Messi. Oof. We'll try get the collar hat-trick, lads. Ah. It's an interception fest, lads. Nice dribbling. Mbappe. Gonna get crunched now, though. Oh, no, man. Who was that? Gavardiel. Oh, he should have put that in the other way. Man, the refs are blown for nothing, man. They're blown for nothing in this game. Ref! Man, what's going on with the refs? I've never seen them this bad. Oh, beautiful. It was dirty, ugly work, but it worked. Messi. Llorente. Oh, fantastic. Back post, the king. The king! Oh. That'll do it. Give it up to the big man, lads. Messi. Lovely Messi, he wins it. Nice. Hellraiser, thanks, brother. Thanks for watching, man. Appreciate that. I'm streaming nearly 3 hours, lads. I didn't plan on streaming this late. I'm hungry, though. Need to get some dinner. Tell you about Ronaldo's a beast.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
GG's. GG, boys. We're going to end it there. We're going to end it there, man. At least we got the win back. I didn't want to be getting a loss there or ending on a loss. We will be back Thursday. We're nearly up to Division 3. That was a struggle though. The last game, the 1-1. We should have 9 points now. But we'll take it. Look, we haven't lost in a few games, so we'll take it. So that's it, lads. If you've any other questions about any players, you want to see anything, I've got 10 more minutes or else I'm just going to go off. We will be back Thursday, of course. I won't be pulling anyone on this one, lads, because this is my road to glory. This is my free to play. I have spent 0 on this account. 0, 0, 0. So I will have some player guides up later. I think Caicedo is coming up. He's a beast. I like that one, but I do like the other one as well. So yeah, we will have all of the player guides. Anyone that you want to see here, I have a double player guide coming for De Ligt and Militao, Foden and Martinelli. And then the rest of the players have an individual training guide coming. Because I think these are going to be big players, especially if you have contracts going. Like my Donnarumma, I pulled him on my other or my main account. This Donnarumma is going to obviously be a big change, because on my road to glory here, I don't have to worry about contracts, but on my other account I do. So yeah, Donna is a beast. I think he's the best. It's 6:20 here. I would go, yeah, speed to me, Alex, is very, I don't place much importance in speed at all. It's always acceleration because it stacks with offensive awareness. For players that are slow, I always max out their offensive awareness. So we will be back, lads. We did actually hit 30,000 subscribers as well. So we will be back. We will be back with a big stream Thursday, and it'll be, yeah, we're hoping to do a fairly long stream Thursday because I'm going to take a half day off work to do it. Co-op is back. So we're pretty much going to play co-op all day, and we're going to do openings, co-op, and then we're going to do some of the tournament dry run. And then Friday we'll try and organize a bit of a tournament as well. We'll see how your connection is looking, Alex or Lucas. And no bother, Alex. That's never a problem, man. That's never a problem, man. I like the questions. I think it's just hard sometimes when you're playing and you see the questions come up. But yeah, co-op being back is a huge one for me. So we'll go with that. But we did hit 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. I mean, I can't thank you guys enough. It's been a hell of a journey so far. Hopefully we're on the road to 40 and then 50. But yeah, co-op is going to be big for my channel. I'm working on a lot of stuff, so we'll announce that quite soon. But we will have a 30,000 giveaway special as well, where we'll be giving away some stuff for the 30,000 stream on hitting that. I think we're above 30,000 now, the last time I looked. So I think we're on, what are we on at the moment? Yeah, 30,053. So to each and every one of you lads, I genuinely can't thank you enough for everyone watching, regulars, newcomers, everything. I mean, you regulars, you know who you are. You're absolute legends. But we will be back Thursday. So any questions, head on over to my YouTube channel and pop a question to me on my latest video. We will have a Caicedo build up later. 3 videos tomorrow, 3 videos Wednesday, Road to Glory, co-op, our main profile, training guides, player guides. I have a special video I'm going to be doing on training up players as well, which will answer a lot. And then Thursday is the big stream. So, yeah. Lucas, no, man, I don't take any pride in that because of the connection issues, man. Nothing. GG, Alex. Well, I appreciate it, man. I mean, I definitely must check out some of your videos on mobile and see if we can do a crossover. But yeah, I mean, look, it's all about, I think, when you're playing the game, you do start to see a lot of patterns and stuff. Like it doesn't take a lot for you to kind of use some of the advice. And like, I genuinely do think that the biggest part of it is finding what works for you. That's the biggest thing. And if it works for you, brilliant. And if it doesn't, try something else. But I will be doing a very good kind of like video on training players up and stuff. We also have more money, more points as well in the shop, lads. We could buy one more player for our road to glory if we wanted to do that. We could get Perez. We could get one of the Percassi boys. We could get Andy Cole. I mean, Andy Cole wouldn't be a bad option, lads. Would not be a bad option at all. He's got one touch pass, first time shot, unwavering form on B rating. I mean, he's the type of player I could do it. So we'll see. But yeah, we will be back Thursday. Hopefully. And yeah, I mean, if you want to head over to the Discord as well, that's where we'll be arranging games. So let's see what happens. I don't know, Lucas, man. I don't take anything out of that game because of the connection, man. Trust me. I mean, you saw that game I drew 1-1, didn't you? I mean, it just, things can happen. I've been playing a bit more as well, so I'm probably a bit tuned in. And this squad, man, genuinely, I think this formation and squad is super overpowered at the moment. You know, especially if you've got two really hard-working, high stamina guys that can get up and down the pitch. 93 stamina there. Llorente has only got 86. But then you have Caicedo sitting in as a back four with the deep line. Marquinhos can pretty much cover anybody on the right wing or central. De Ligt is going to be an absolute machine, and Gavardiol is doing the job of two men there as well. And then you've got Caicedo back helping out De Ligt. Pedri, when he gets the ball, he can do anything with it. And then you've got Llorente and Grimaldo pretty much as wing backs. So I'm really enjoying this squad, man. So yeah, that is it, lads. I will be back. I'm going to go make some dinner, and we will be back in a bit. Thanks again. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already or liked the stream, that would be massive. I would appreciate that massively if you could. Sorry for a couple of the latency issues as well, that it's a little bit behind. I did change one of the settings, so that could be it. I'll change it back. And we do need to fix our hair for the next stream. We need to fix our everything for the next stream. But